Good morning. You're hanging out in the break room. Rochester's Classic Rock, 96.5 WCMF. How's it going, buddy?
Pretty good, buddy.
What's going on, female buddy?
Doing good, buddy.
You ain't on.
Doing good, buddy.
All right, there she is. 32 degrees right now. Gonna get up to about 40.
I don't know. I give up.
Kimmy has been dealing with a lot of technical difficulties
Last
the last
2
couple of
days.
days. Yeah. So now it's your microphone?
I guess.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Keep talking.
I have it like all the way up.
All right, that's
All
fine.
right.
All right,
Go with
whatever.
that.
All right. Kimmy. Doesn't matter. Today will be the coldest day for the rest of the week.
Yeah, then we go nice.
Yep, high of 55 tomorrow, but rainy. High of almost 70 on Saturday, also rainy. Sunday, if you don't want the rain, might be the key day. 53, but sunny.
Okay.
So we got that going for us.
Nice.
Sit back and enjoy. Let's start today with a little activity.
What are we going to do?
Well, not like us personally. A story on 13 Wham yesterday talks about a cycling group that is gearing up for the 2026 Tour de Cure. You're familiar about this?
Tour de Cure.
We did this a couple years ago.
We did?
Well, we were.
Oh, is that when we were Crowley?
Yeah.
In that parking lot?
When we
A long time ago.
Yeah. It is to benefit the American Diabetes Association. It's very popular here in Rochester. I know there are people listening that participate in the Tour de Cure. But the reason we bring this up,
Yeah.
this cycling group that will be participating, it's a group of friends. They call themselves the Just for Giggles Cycling Group.
I bet you they're a wacky crew.
Well, you could be a dick.
Well, I'm just
Well, they're
saying.
doing a good thing.
They're doing a great thing.
They're staying active. They're getting together and spending time with each other. But they got together yesterday to train for this Tour de Cure, and they're in a cycling class all together.
Oh, they're doing the spin class?
You got it. And they talk about how when this started, it was just a group of 15 people. They're now up to 40 people in the community they have and all this stuff.
Yeah.
What is surprising to me with this story, cycling's still a thing?
I would assume.
Spin is still a thing?
Oh, you mean
yeah,
the spin
yeah.
class?
For
Yeah.
sure. I know a lot of people that do it.
Well, you guys go both to the gym,
But-
so.
Well, yeah, but I don't spin.
No, but you got to know that's
Yeah,
going
but it's
on.
usually like people that really are serious about it. They belong to just these cycling gyms, like the ones that are just
Spin
purely
gym?
Yes, spin class.
Wait, there are gyms that are just spin
Oh,
gyms?
yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, the reason I'm confused by this,
What is that?
again, it's not of my world, and forgive me for not being part of that spin
Cyclists.
community. Exactly. I always assumed that exercise went in cycles and waves. There were trends.
Oh,
right?
yeah, sure.
Like, for example, there was a time,
There
right?
was a time.
When fitness got really popular, jogging became a thing.
Oh, yeah.
And I know that people still jog, but it was like a phenomenon where everyone was out running around.
Yeah.
And then came, a couple of things in between. There was like the aerobics at home. My mother had all those aerobics tapes.
Oh, yeah.
She was a big Susan Powder gal
Oh, yeah.
back in the day. And then came, what was the thing, Kimmy, where you do all the exercises at once?
Zumba.
No. Okay, Zumba was one of them.
P90X.
P90X was one of
But
them.
everybody died doing that.
Typo got popular.
Oh,
Oh,
sure.
who was that dude?
Billy Blanks, baby.
Billy Blanks.
He had some kind of connection to Rochester because he came to my middle school and did
Yeah.
Typo.
He might have
I
been
think
from
he's-
here.
I think he's from Erie.
Erie, Pennsylvania.
I'm pretty sure.
So why would that connect him to Rochester?
I don't know.
Maybe he got a cousin.
He's got a cousin in Rochester, Willie Blanks.
You know there's a Willie Blanks downtown somewhere.
But like the Zumba and the P90X, like all of these things,
Yeah.
they still exist, but not close to the level that they once did.
Oh, sure.
And I kind of thought we were at that point with cycling. Like cycling hit its peak, I thought, like spin classes, during COVID with the Peloton.
Oh, yeah, because everybody was trying to score bicycles, and they were like $5,000.
You got it. And Peloton was selling, $6,000 bicycles, and then they'd sell you the subscription too. And then all
But
of
a
a
lot
sudden,
of that stuff went away. Even like that mirror that bitched at you.
Oh,
That
it
was
called
a big
the mirror.
thing.
Yeah.
Remember that?
yeah, is that not a thing anymore?
I don't see it advertised anymore.
Maybe they sold them all. They don't
Yeah.
even.
Yeah. Bowflex
I'm
was
pretty
another
sure.
one.
No, I'm pretty sure Lululemon bought that mirror thing.
Oh.
Like they own the rights to it.
Oh.
But I remember Bowflex was huge, and then there was the other one was the Nordic track.
Oh, big old Nordic track.
Remember that thing?
Yep.
It was like wood and stuff. And you had
It
to
was
like go back and
what
forth.
every kid played on in their parents' or like aunt's basement when nobody else was using it.
Yeah, it was cross country skiing without snow.
So what was the Billy Blanks one where you stood on it and the legs moved back and forth, but you were up on it?
Oh, your mom.
Everything's got to be a joke with you.
They call it the Fish-O-Matic.
What the hell was that thing
I don't know
called?
that one. I just know
But
the
Billy
typo.
Blanks, it wasn't his thing, but he endorsed it.
Okay.
So a guy on the old show bought it, set it, and it wasn't cheap. Set it up and got on it, and broke it immediately because he didn't realize the max weight on it was 300 pounds,
How big was this dude?
almost 400 pounds.
Holy crap.
And snapped it. Snapped the F out of it, man. So after that, then he got on my mom
Okay.
and snapped it.
The phone number is 252-WCMF, 252-9263. I guess what I'm surprised about with this
What's
story,
that?
the Tour de Cure coming up,
Yeah.
the cycling classes and the popularity and everything. Cycling spin, I guess, is maybe like the one thing we've had in the last 30 years, exercise-wise, that has stuck around.
Oh, okay.
Like that, because, you rarely see people that are doing like, it's not P90X. What's the thing? CrossFit. Like CrossFit doesn't really exist anymore, right?
Oh,
Like that's a niche
There are
thing.
like gyms for CrossFit.
I
though.
understand, but Kimmy, every gym used to have like a CrossFit class you could go take, and I haven't seen that in a while.
Okay.
Like, I don't know. It seems like for whatever reason, spin has lasted more than anything else, and I can't put my finger on why. Because it seems pretty boring.
Yeah,
It's
because
more
you're all
like-
just doing it in a room together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And somebody's yelling at you.
Come on.
It's
You can do
pretty
it.
like it's kind of like a community, though. You know what I mean?
But
like,
all of these things were a community.
Yeah,
Zumba,
I guess you're
Taibo,
right.
P90X, CrossFit.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
it seems like the only thing that has lasted the test of time when it comes to fitness that wasn't a trend is just straight up like lifting weights.
Okay.
But you have to be a certain type of psycho to be into that, too.
Yeah, you got to be like my brother.
Well, he takes it to the extreme.
Yes, he does. But he also finds other guys that are that extreme to do it with.
Okay.
I would argue. I feel like Pilates has always been a thing.
So
Like
I'm
that
not
never really went anywhere.
Can I admit something?
So Pilates, is that close to yoga?
That's what I mean. I don't know what Pilates
There are
is.
different versions of it, but I think like that's been a thing that's lasted a long time. Like not that it had a huge craze, but
Okay.
it stuck around.
Yeah.
If you told me I'll give you $1 million to do Pilates
Mm-hmm.
right now, just do it. I would lose $1 million.
I don't even know what they do.
No idea what Pilates is.
They just, but you lay on the floor and stretch.
See, I don't know.
Well, there's floor Pilates where you don't need any equipment, and then there's
then
like
there's
those
Sky Pilates.
Well, no, then
which
there's
you
like
die.
those I think it's called like Reformation Pilates, and that's with like those machines.
That
you
sounds like
see.
a cult.
That thing
You know
looks
what
like
I'm
a
talking about?
stretching rack.
Yeah. Where like you're
Yeah.
pulling and pushing and using your body weight to do stuff.
Okay. Is yoga still a thing?
Yeah,
Like super popular?
yeah. They still have those hot yoga businesses.
Goat
I
yoga.
totally blank on what it's called, but yeah,
Puppy
those still
yoga.
exist.
Yeah, Tommy's just saying animals with yoga.
Yeah, I know.
No, because they do yoga with like
They
annoying
do
animals.
with baby animals. Yeah.
Like
Well,
why?
you-
And the animals are just like sniffing your ass while you're trying to work out. What's the point of that?
Well, I guess it's a
It's like
distraction.
a fun distraction
Yeah.
to like make you forget. you're
Yeah, a
working out.
nose in my ass is going to be a distraction.
You
when I'm
wouldn't
trying
want to do
work out.
puppy yoga. You love baby animals.
Yeah, but I don't want a dog sniffing my crotch.
At least while everyone could see. My wife is trying to get me to do yoga with her.
Men
Yoga's
doing
good for
yoga
you.
is gross.
good for you to stretch a
ugly
little
and
bit.
gross. Nobody wants to look at your yoga.
I try to get my
ass.
husband to do yoga.
So is that a thing at a certain age? If the wife is into yoga, she's going to try and make her husband or boyfriend do
Well,
it?
it's good for you to like stretch your body.
But you could just stretch your body.
Well, but I
Well,
don't.
you can, but he probably doesn't.
Well, I mean, I do my, like the old stretches.
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, no, because like
isometrics.
high knees up. Like I got, my lower back starting to hurt. And she's like, yeah, you gotta make it.
Well, you know what I'm afraid of if you do yoga?
What?
You're gonna rip ass. Because any man gets down in that position is gonna drop some ass.
Isn't that allowed though? Aren't you supposed to just be free?
Yeah. Women want to be in a room full of man ass,
No.
bombing away.
Here's the other thing about yoga.
But
I can't get a read on what the type of person who does yoga is anymore.
for a
No.
man, you mean?
For
No,
anybody.
just anybody.
Because it used to be
It varies.
crunchy ass granola stuff.
Yeah.
And then it kind of got overrun by like the millennials 15 years ago, women that were just like super trendy and cool.
Yeah.
And now it seems like everybody does yoga. So like I don't know if let's say I were to, kowtow to my wife and go to a yoga class. Am I gonna fit in? Am I gonna stick out like a sore thumb? Am I gonna look at everyone around me and be like, you guys are effing psychos? Like I don't know what the scene's gonna be like.
Probably depends on like what level of yoga class. Like a beginner class, you're probably fine. You're gonna get a range of people. But like if you go to some of those more advanced classes, like it is definitely a certain type of person.
What type of person are we talking?
Like just somebody that's super fit.
They're in the Far Eastern healing. They say namaste.
Is that like namaste?
I don't know.
No muste? You want some
Namaste.
namaste? No.
Which one is it?
Want some muste?
No.
No
What does
muste.
it mean?
I don't know.
How do you know how to say it? You don't know what it means.
I know I've seen it written. It's
Seems like a-
namaste.
I've heard him say it.
I was guessing like peace.
Well, can we Google what namaste means?
Like people that are saying it, they don't even know what it means.
Well, they know
What if
what
it means like your mother's a whore?
I did- why
Like
would
in
it mean
India's
that?
just laughing their asses
Why would it
off.
mean that?
Look
Why-
at these jerks.
Why would they do that?
A
Just have some fun.
respectful.
If I was Indian, I would do that. Namaste.
Namaste.
No, your mother's a whore.
Shut up.
It's a respectful greeting.
Ah, see?
Namaste.
Hello, your mother's a whore.
That's not.
It's used as a hello or goodbye in India.
Your mother's a whore.
Shut up. I always find it fascinating, too, when it comes to this, like, exercise stuff.
Yeah.
There is something around the corner that we can't even think of right now.
What's coming up? It's coming up?
Yeah, like, there's going to be something within the next 2 years that everyone, young people start doing. And it's
Well,
gonna
whenever they start, like, retreading some of the old stuff that has gone away.
Like aerobics.
Aerobics, the thigh master. Remember the ab coach, that ab crunching machine where it did the exercise for you?
But it seems like there's always something that is a scam or feels scammy.
Well, the new one is you sit and pedal.
Yes.
That's on, right? But that's
like
for people my age.
The desk workouts.
Look at Grandpa.
Well,
He's
I know.
getting his steppers in.
Well, I remember during COVID, a lot of people working from home had something like that, or the treadmill.
Walking treadmill.
Oh, yeah,
Walking
your
treadmill.
brother had that.
Yes, he got the walking treadmill.
Yeah.
If you've never seen the walking...
Breezy had it, too.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
had one in the studio, and they couldn't use it because when they were on the air, it was like...
Yeah.
I don't trust a treadmill with nothing I could put my hands on. I know me. I will fall off
No,
that
they
treadmill.
have like a
it's
pop-up
slow.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, even if I'll stop, I'll forget that I'm walking, like turn to you, and then I'm down. No, like I.
So, you can train your dog to use those things?
Oh yeah, I've seen those before.
I don't know how you do that, man.
Dog treadmill?
But they have dogs on those legitimate treadmills.
Yeah, I don't think it would be that hard.
It's super hard because they don't like stuff like that.
Just talk to them. Just you get up on there with it a couple of times, and then you get off it.
Or you can just take your dog for a walk. Just let it outside.
Okay, but you're the one that bitches about the cold and the snow. This would prevent that from happening.
All right.
Dumbass. We have a dynamite walk your dog on a treadmill kind of break for you this morning here on CMF just after 7 o'clock this morning.
What happened?
Not a great week for local teachers.
Wait, you got another one?
Yesterday, we told you the story of a 33-year-old, now former special ed teacher in Geneva who was arrested for, according to police, giving a kid under the age of 17 magic mushrooms.
Yeah.
And we were trying to wrap our head around how, why, what, how that could happen.
Yeah.
Today, we have a teacher from Eastridge.
This
former
is something
teacher.
I've never seen before.
Kimmy,
or if it happened, we've never found out about it.
I would argue this has happened. In fact, it's happened to people listening, maybe even us in the room, and we just didn't know about it.
Possibly.
That being said, the intent here, I think, matters. Because, look, what they did, they're arrested for this, by the way. They were arrested for this. It's not sexual. If they did this for their own sake, throw the book at them. If they did this sympathetically,
To help a kid
yes,
out.
empathetically, I think there's an ethical debate to be had. And we will tell you what this teacher is accused of, what cost them their job, and potentially punishment.
Oh.
Just after 7 o'clock here in the break room on CMF, plus a whole bunch more. But first, Tom.
Yeah.
We got ourselves a situation.
What happened?
A man who was once revered here in Western New York was going to help us win a Super Bowl trophy, is now teamless again. And we will explain.
Oh.
I am afraid. I'm afraid of a desperate man doing a desperate thing.
Yeah.
Because I think if this were to happen, it would be the worst move the Bills will have made in the last, 15 years.
So they're looking at hiring somebody?
There is no word that they are looking at doing this. However, if you start to use logic, it all kind of lines up.
Uh-oh.
And we'll get into it next here in the break room on CMF. This would be a really, really, really dumb thing to do.
Well, don't do it.
But here's the thing.
What?
When it comes to the Bills front office,
Yeah.
just because something's really dumb recently
Yeah.
doesn't mean they're not all in on doing
All
it.
right.
And there are going to be people who argue you're stupid not to do this. And those people are very, very dumb people.
Jesus.
You're hanging out in the break room, Rochester's Classic Rock 96.5, WCMF, just after 6:45 this morning. If you're going to commit this crime,
Yeah.
you didn't have to commit the second crime.
Oh, you could have just done the first one?
Yeah, because here's the thing. Whether or not you have one of these after the first crime, the second crime doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Doesn't really, you're going to get arrested
All right.
whether this is valid or not. We'll get to it just after 6:45 here in the break room on CMF. Yesterday, it was announced the New England Patriots are releasing wide receiver Stefon Diggs.
Uh-oh.
So when he signed initially, he signed a 3-year, $69 million deal with the Patriots. Last year he made $10 million. That's reasonable. This year he's set to make $26.5 million.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he didn't have that kind of season.
No.
No.
He didn't.
So he don't get that.
No, he will not be getting that money. He has been released. The team is calling it a.
As he told his girlfriend.
Right now, he does not have any girlfriend.
Oh, really?
Just a lot of ladies he's hanging out
Not the
with.
name
All
you
right.
know, yeah.
So as much as him running his mouth made you think he had a great season last year, and you're going to see stats that show he was the leading receiver in both catches and yardage, it was a run-of-the-mill season with him disappearing in the playoffs. If Diggs ends up signing with an NFL team next year,
Yeah.
he will be on his 4th roster in 4 years.
All right.
4 teams in 4 years.
Kind of a knock-around guy.
You got it. Can I share with all of you my biggest fear?
What is your biggest fear?
Fear itself.
Fear of Stefon Diggs itself.
My second biggest fear.
I would run like that, but my legs don't work.
I don't think him playing in Buffalo next year is out of the question.
Oh, well, they do need a receiver.
They need a lot of receivers.
And they were buddies at one time.
So I want to be clear up
He was
front.
literally
how
on
does
the other
that work?
guy's back.
How does that work, though, money-wise?
He's a free agent. They could sign him for whatever.
Oh, okay. So he's not owed that money? Like,
The-
the next person to pick him up doesn't have to pay any certain amount? Okay.
They could pay him league minimum if he'll take it.
Gotcha.
So I want to be clear before I say what I'm about to say.
All right.
I do not want this. I do not want this. But the folks that will argue for this will argue, one, he will be cheap. The Bills are up against the wall, and they need a wide receiver overhaul. So, like, they don't have a lot of money to spend. This is how you could do it. Two, he knows the system.
All right.
This wouldn't be a situation where the first 5 to 6 weeks would be feeling out. He knows the playbook. He knows the quarterback. He'll hit the ground running. Three, if the big issue that pushed him out the door was his relationship with head coach Sean McDermott, well, he ain't there no more.
Okay.
And that gives him a runway to come home.
Yeah.
And we know he and Josh had his issues.
Right.
But if the bigger problem was with the head coach, the question is, could you sell Josh on bringing him back?
Oh. Well, if you don't have anybody for him, what do you do?
Don't you dare make a tone in your voice that you are
You're
over
not
this
making
idea.
the argument.
No, I'm not. I'm not
You're
making the
bringing up
argument.
things that-
No.
I'm saying, come on, man.
Why do you want
Why?
this?
He just wants the drama.
Yeah.
And by the way,
And
it's
he's
not
cool,
good
man.
drama right now with
Okay.
what he's got going on.
So let's talk about that.
Man, you know they got a nice parking spot by the stadium for his Ferraris and his girlfriend's is.
The phone number is 252-WCMF, 252-9263. The reasons you should not do this, 100% not even consider it.
Well, he's good.
Let's start with he's not good, and we'll get to that. Let's start with the silly drama. He broke up with his girlfriend at halftime of the Super Bowl because he secretly invited the mother of another one of his children to be at the game without telling her. By the way, he just had a baby with that woman he broke up with at halftime of the Super Bowl. He brought the mother of another one of his
Side
children.
action. He brought side action.
Well, is it side action if she already had one of your babies?
It's whatever Stefon wants it to be, man.
So that's a silly drama.
Yeah.
Then comes the not silly drama.
Hey, what?
He's facing felony charges for allegedly assaulting a female employee of his who said she wanted to be paid for work that she had already done.
So what? Does he have a business?
No. So she was like a chef of
Yeah, it
his.
sounds
Oh.
like some
Oh.
type of service like that.
And she's claiming he assaulted her.
She
Yeah.
says that she had not been paid. She went to go get her money and that he strangled her. He was indicted just a few days after the Super Bowl. That's a pretty big one for
That's
me.
a big one.
Yeah.
But if you're someone who could somehow look past that and say,
Strangulation.
whatever happens on the field is what matters, his numbers aren't there.
Yeah.
So you're going to hear, like I said, all week long, people who want this to happen in Buffalo, that he went over 1,000 yards receiving in New England. He had mass, and like, you know, he was a big part of that offense. But the bulk of the yardage he got
Yeah.
were against really bad teams.
Okay.
2 games against the Jets, a game against the Panthers, and a game against the Ravens accounted for half of his yards that he gained last season. I am not making that up.
All right.
You can go look for yourself. Almost 500 yards of his 1,000 yards he gained last year, he did in 4 games. He only caught 4 touchdowns all season long, and in the playoffs, he disappeared.
Well, because he has so many girlfriends. So, is there somebody out there, though, that they could go get, not Stefon?
Oh, yeah, there's a couple of guys, but nobody that's going to know the system and is going to be as inexpensive potentially as Stefon.
All right. So, I mean, it's looking like a juicy target.
Shut up.
You got him.
Shut up.
I hear Tariq Hill's looking for work.
God, dear Lord, no.
Damn.
By the way, that guy, I think that guy's career is over.
Oh, really?
Legit. Well, don't forget, his knee went backwards in that game against Miami. He says he's working his way back, or when he was playing for Miami, he says he's working his way back, but a guy of that age where his thing was his speed, I don't know how you come back and play football again.
Right.
Look, with this release of Stefon Diggs, and the folks that will argue that bringing him back to Buffalo might be a good idea, Kimmy, is Brandon Beane desperate enough to go down this road?
God, I hope not.
That's not what I'm asking you. I'm asking you, is Brandon Beane?
Because you guys don't know who that guy is. You thought you knew who he was.
Right.
And now you have no idea who this guy is.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know this Brandon Beane that has kind of revealed himself over the last few months. It seems like he's not afraid to make a move now that's going to piss people off.
He doesn't care what the fan base thinks.
Yeah.
He said that out loud.
Yeah.
That was a comment
He
he
can go
made.
Jekyll and Bean.
So if this is somebody that he's
That
interested
sounds dirty.
in, I know
She
it
Jekyll
does.
or Bean.
Jekyll and Bean.
Look, to your point, Kimmy.
Yeah.
He said, and I'm paraphrasing, I don't care what the fans think. If we
Right.
win, they'll love me anyway.
Well, he is right.
Okay, I know.
They don't.
I don't
mean,
think
if
after you say that, even if you win the Super
Yeah.
Bowl, they're still going to hate you. They don't care.
Do you think the only person that could really prevent that if Bean wanted to do this would be Josh?
Well, he
like if
runs
Josh
it.
was
It's
like,
his
yeah,
team,
no,
man.
that's not going to happen while I'm here.
I would like to think that Josh would be able
When
to
you're
block
paying
this.
that guy that much money,
Yeah.
you're in charge.
Yeah.
Man.
But again, like there's a lot of pressure on Brandon Beane right now. Whether or not he wants to admit it, there is a lot of pressure. And desperate people do desperate things, and this is a desperate thing. I would also make the argument that Josh Allen is starting to feel the pressure, that he understands that there is a time limit on an NFL career. Not that the window is closing, because he could play for another 10 years. We
no,
see
but
this
to get
happen
to
all the
that
time.
Super Bowl.
Well, you can get to a Super Bowl. I mean, look, bro, you had Matthew Stafford win an MVP and was a game away from going to the Super Bowl, and he's a full 5 years older than Josh Allen. The point I'm making is, I don't know would it be hard to sell Josh Allen on this if this is what the front office wanted to do.
Stefon Diggs.
Yeah.
I would think so. I always thought that relationship soured at the end, and they both played nice by saying nice things about each other, but you could almost tell it was painful for both of them to do it.
No, I agree with you, but
Maybe a little time apart. As they
Yeah.
say with couples, maybe take a break and come on back and see how we do.
252 WCMF again. Stefon Diggs released by the New England Patriots yesterday. He is now a free agent, and my biggest fear right now is that Brandon Beane, general manager of the Buffalo Bills, is going to explore bringing him back to Buffalo. He will be cheap. He knows the system. He is familiar with everybody. It will be a terrible mistake. James disagrees. He writes us on Instagram. Keon Coleman, disappeared after he was drafted. Buffalo loves him. Bring him back. What else do you have? If you're talking about Stefon Diggs, shut up, James. I'm telling you right now, this will be, if you re-sign Stefon Diggs, this is the beginning of the end of the run we've been on.
I'm trying to remember,
I
because
already said we were on that.
We may already be on that.
Yes.
you know how you'll see players that have left, and then those two teams will play each other, and they have like that meeting in the field before the game, like, "Hey man, I miss you," and then they'll go and like talk to their old teammates. I don't remember ever seeing that happen with Stefon Diggs.
With a single player.
Not with anybody.
Oh, he didn't come across the field and talk?
Well, I mean, look.
And that was like a big part of your team where you would think like
those
they
bro
would
hugs and
have
all
that type of relationship, and I never saw that interaction. If it happened, nobody caught it.
This comment's going to make me puke
Oh.
because he's right. Ryan writes us, not our Ryan, another
Yeah.
Ryan. Duffy and WCMF, easiest way to get us on Instagram. Cole Beasley said awful things about Buffalo and the team, and they signed him when they were desperate to come back.
Oh, yeah, they brought him back.
Yeah, but Cole Beasley also didn't have a pending like lawsuit against him.
It's not a lawsuit; these are criminal charges.
Criminal charges against him.
No,
so.
I mean, look, if that
But
made
criminal charges doesn't seem to slow this league down.
well, no,
No.
actually, it is now. Like he could be suspended for 7 years.
Yeah.
All right, but I'm saying, like, they don't seem to care very much. Doesn't seem to me, anyway.
Well, look, if he's good, taking the heinous accusations out of the discussion, if we're going to talk callously about this, right? If I'm a general manager that's going to look past that, if I'm signing you for 1 year and you're going to miss 5 to 7
Yeah,
games,
due to litigation.
yeah, what's the point?
All right.
Right? And, like, again, the Bills' schedule next year is brutal. I can't afford to have a guy I'm going to rely on offensively miss 5 to 7 games.
All right.
I can't. Please don't do this. Dear God, baby G, please
All right,
do
maybe
not
they'll
do
find a
this.
nice man
Wait.
to catch the ball who's polite and only has one girlfriend. And maybe just a regular nice car.
Rob writes us, I think that Buffalo should grab Diggs ASAP. I think it'd be great for the organization, especially at this point in Josh's career, signed a Dolphins fan. And Miami's in a bad way right now.
Yeah.
Like a bad way.
Why did they make Miami and the Jets both pretty bad?
Like, like the Jets are on their way back potentially.
Oh, but not
Miami is cutting their quarterback Tua Tagovailoa. They owe him $1 billion.
Well, they got rid of the coach.
The coach
They don't have
is
any
gone.
building blocks
No,
right
they
now.
have
Nothing.
they're in cap hell. They
Yeah.
have no players. You can't even go out and draft your quarterback of the future because he's not there. And even if he was, you're just going to get him killed for the
But
next
you got
2
nice
years.
weather.
Okay, you got that going for you.
Always 85.
Like I will
Beautiful.
never feel bad for Dolphins fans. But if I were to feel bad, I would feel bad for them
All
right now.
So they're horrible.
They're going to
All
be
right.
terrible. Yes. All right. So
Come on, let's see what happens. So when will we know when all this stuff starts shaking out?
well, I mean, it could happen in a week. It could never happen. It could happen in the middle of the season. I am curious. It is also possible that Stefon Diggs' career is over.
All right, so he just says no.
Yeah, I mean, out of the not that he would say no.
Oh,
I'm saying
nobody
that no
wants him?
team would want to roll the dice because you
Ah.
have the allegations, you have the fact that he's on his 4th team in 4 years, or would be on his 4th team in 4 years. Like that's not a good sign.
But he's healthy.
Maybe,
I mean,
yeah.
that's got to go in his favor.
Okay, but also
He's not banged up like some of these other guys.
he totaled 100 yards receiving in 4 playoff games.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, like you had a team that went to the Super Bowl fraudulently.
Mm.
That didn't even need him, and that's your leading receiver. So when he disappears like that, and look, he also has a history of disappearing in big games.
Yeah,
If you look back
yeah.
at the time he spent in
And then
Buffalo.
blaming other people.
Exactly. So do you want to put that on your roster? And the other thing is, like, if this was a humble guy who you could use as, like, your third receiver, yeah, you could even have that discussion.
Sure.
But he also has a history, no matter what his skill set or age is, I'm here, get me the ball, which was the problem in Buffalo the first
But
time.
aren't
Yeah.
all those top guys like that? They all think they can win the game with one catch.
You're right, but he's not the top guy anymore.
All right.
He's not. I
All
mean,
right,
Yeah,
let's
you,
go
you
find
can
a
have that
nice
attitude
guy.
if you are that guy.
Who's not the top guy.
no, but you
Who's
need
a
a
little
top
bit more
guy.
quiet.
No, look, to your point.
reserved.
To your point.
Somebody Tom Landry could get his hand in.
To your point, there are every NFL number 1 wide receiver you sign is going to be a diva.
Yeah.
Like
Kind
AJ
of goes with it.
So like there's a lot of Bills fans that want the Bills to trade for Eagles wide receiver AJ Brown. He's too expensive. It's going to cost too much draft pick wise. But like if you bring him in, he will be a diva.
All right.
He also has the talent to tolerate the diva. He will be able to transform your offense.
Oh.
You can make that argument. You don't bring in a diva that gained 100 yards in 4 playoff games.
Yeah.
You don't do that.
Not that diva.
Not that. Give me a different diva.
That's like an Ariana Grande diva.
Yeah, I need more an
Too
Aretha.
short, no
Yeah.
hands.
I need an Aretha Franklin. She's worth it.
Yeah.
Worth it. Great hand. Let's take a break. If you're planning on doing this much, much bigger crime,
Yeah.
why even bother with this smaller crime to try and cover?
Was it a warm-up crime?
No, but they do kind of go together.
All right.
I'll explain everything that happened out in Perry.
Where?
Perry.
Oh, Perry.
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 Next year in the break room. On CMF. We are not here to play Monday morning quarterback.
Okay.
We understand some ideas seem smart in the moment, only to blow up in your face later.
Mm-hmm.
This is not one of those ideas.
Okay.
Because if you were going to commit a crime as serious as the one she's accused of up front, having this other thing wouldn't really matter. Also, without the crime, how did you think authorities would react when you handed them this thing that obviously was not yours? You're hanging out in the break room, Rochester's Classic Rock 96.5, WCMF right now.
Yeah.
You can log on to WCMF.com, enter for your chance to win tickets to see the Guess Who with Don Felder, along with Burt Cummings and Randy Bachman's first tour. I know, as the Guess Who in 23 years.
Damn.
June 7th, Empower FCU Amphitheater. Tickets go on sale Friday, it's tomorrow, 10 a.m. at livenation.com. Just after 7 o'clock this morning, a rough run for local teachers.
Yeah.
We had the 33-year-old alleged shroom dealer yesterday.
Yeah, we got now.
Today, we have a teacher again, not a sexual story, which is good.
Yeah.
Kimmy, I think the intent here matters with the allegation.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Because if he was doing this to cover his ass, throw the book at him.
Yeah.
If this was an effort to protect a student, there's an ethical debate to be had.
All right.
And we'll get to it just after 7 o'clock here in the break room on CMF. Thomas,
Yeah, buddy.
a 40-year-old woman from Perry has been arrested after a bizarre series of events.
What happened?
All right, first, police say she stole a car from a store parking lot. And we don't know how she got it, if the keys were in there, if she hot-wired it.
Yeah.
But police say she was eventually stopped driving the stolen vehicle on North Main Street. When she was pulled over in the stolen car, she presented the police her driver's license.
All right.
But there was a problem.
What was the problem?
That was not her driver's license.
Oh.
Police say she gave them a stolen driver's license while driving a stolen car.
Wait, it wasn't even like a forged.
No.
It was just somebody else's straight up license.
Okay.
She has stolen someone else's license
With their
according to
picture
police.
on it.
You got it. And
And
presented.
handed it to the cop.
That's exactly what
Okay,
happened.
how did that work out?
Not great. She was arrested, charged with a whole bunch of stuff. She was taken to the Wyoming County Jail. By the way, she's being held without bail. She has a court date next week.
All right.
So a couple of things right off the bat. What good does a stolen driver's license do?
Nothing. Nothing.
Like,
The
unless
only thing I could think of is why you would have somebody else's license is before you were 21 and you were trying to get into bars. Like,
But it's not
that's the only
you.
time I could think like that would be useful to you as a person.
I can see a fake ID with your
Yeah.
picture on it, but it ain't you, man.
Yeah. It ain't you, babe.
It ain't
no,
you.
no, no.
No, it ain't you.
You, babe. It ain't you on that ID. Babe. Unless that person in the stolen ID photo looks just like you.
Yeah.
That you're gonna get caught immediately. Like that's just the first way to raise suspicion.
Yeah.
In fact, you will get in trouble faster with that than anything else you're doing wrong because they'd have to run the plates to understand the car's stolen.
Yeah.
Not to mention, we discovered if you know certain pieces of information about someone, you don't even need a driver's license to get away with impersonating them. You remember that story from a couple of years ago? A local teacher had his life turned upside down.
Oh, yes.
Because a man east of us kept impersonating him at traffic stops, and he knew enough personal information where the cops were like, okay, must be you. Do you think this woman, if the allegations are true, stole the license prior to stealing the car? Or this license was in the car and she went with the everything in the car?
Oh, it could have been the owners of the vehicle. I mean, you could have gone either way there. But if she would have had enough time to notice that license, I guess depending on where you keep it.
No.
Some people keep it up in their visor.
Yeah, because it's 1955. Who keeps their ID in their visor?
Older dudes. Not me, but older people sometimes.
Does anybody, 252-WCMF, keep their driver's license in their sun visor?
I used to always keep it.
Do you anymore?
No, I do not.
So even you, guy who argued people do this, don't do that anymore.
But people could still do it.
Okay.
What if it's an older person's car?
I promise you, not a single person does that anymore.
Oh, you know, everybody does everything.
Bro, everybody does everything.
Everybody's doing something.
Bro, think about how dangerous as far as like information would be. You would have a person's car. If you stole their car, you'd have their car, VIN number to their car, driver's license, address, license number. Like you could like
It'd be like the BJs of like stealing.
You could buy a house with that information. The other thing with this story that is a little weird to me. If you've been pulled over in a stolen car, the last thing you should be worried about is the state of your driver's license.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. You got other stuff going on.
Yes. Right? Like, ma'am, this car is stolen, but it looks like your driver's license, so we're going to let you go off and have a good rest of the day. All right, let me ask you this question. 252 WCMF, with this woman accused of stealing a car and using a stolen driver's license after she was pulled over. If you found out someone close to you got in trouble using your driver's license, would you rat them out?
Depends the level of trouble.
Okay, so let's say they got a speeding ticket.
All right.
They're going to pay for the speeding ticket, but they stole your driver's license and the speeding ticket is in your name. Would you rat them out?
I'd have to.
Why?
Because I have a wife.
She won't know. She won't know. How would she know?
She's going to know.
How would she know?
They sniff it out.
How
They
are they
can
gonna
sense it on you, man.
Well, there's not a lower crime you could commit. The first entry, you're out. You used to be cool, man.
I know. But old me, I would have done it.
They're going to pay for the ticket.
If you did it to me years ago, I would. Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to steal your ID? Me? Yeah, I'm 5'5" with brown eyes. What?
I have blue eyes. What are you talking about?
Do you? Oh, my God. They're so deep. They're deep and blue.
No, I would, yeah.
Kimmy, a friend of yours steals your ID, hanging out at your house. She gets pulled over for speeding. Mm-hmm. She's going to pay the ticket. Just please don't say it was your ID. The ticket's in your name. Are you ratting her out?
How much is this ticket?
Well, she's paying for it.
Oh, she's paying
for it.
I might give her one strike.
So you get the points on your license because it's your ID.
Yeah. But I don't know if it's a good friend, if I could put her in that position.
All right, we'll take it a step further.
All right.
Kimmy?
Yeah.
No, I already know your answer because you gave up after one. Oh, no, the cops called you.
But my old me or now me?
No, now. We're talking about now.
Now me.
Because old you can say whatever you want. Yeah, I'd have kicked his ass. No, you wouldn't have. You got your ass kicked. Kimmy? Mm-hmm. Your friend who stole your ID is arrested for petty larceny.
Okay.
All right? They are going to accept the punishment as you. They're going to pay whatever restitution, but it will show up in your background.
Yeah, no, now it's getting too complicated.
Okay, so petty larceny is where you are going to blow them in. All right.
Yeah.
Man, you guys are a couple of narcs.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, I'm not really a narc.
No, you are. You're blowing them in.
No, a narc is I see you doing something and I tattle. If you do something that directly affects me, I'm not a narc. You're effing with my identity. That's different. That ain't narking.
So
narking is like I see you doing something and I tattle.
So let me just be clear. She gets a ticket, or a guy would get a ticket in your name with your ID, and he would call you and be like, hey, listen, this happened. I'm just giving you a heads up. Please be cool. And then you would call the police.
Yes.
How does that make you not a narc?
Because you're affecting me directly, personally.
No, because he's going to pay for the ticket. You are a narc. Narc-ass bitch. You're going to end up in a hole in the ground.
Why is that?
Because we're going to kill you for being a narc. Dalton writes us on Instagram.
Dalton's a narc.
Well, no, Duffy on WCMF. You would ask if anyone keeps their ID in their sun visor anymore. He says, I keep it in my visor next to my beeper and pager. LMAO, old-ass bitch.
I still keep a lot of stuff up there.
In your what do you keep in there?
My Starbucks card, vehicle registration.
You keep your registration in your sun visor?
It's up in there. It's all like.
What's the glove compartment for?
I don't have to reach all the way
over.
Okay.
Do you keep this stuff in the sun visor because your arms are too short to reach the glove compartment from the driver's seat?
Well, I have to unbuckle.
What would you put in your glove compartment? If that's not in your glove compartment, what is in your glove compartment?
All his gloves.
You're probably right.
I can't think of the last time I opened it. I've had that car for 6 years.
Yeah.
I can't think of the last time I opened it up and did anything in that glove compartment.
There's a family of possums living in there.
There could be. What do you do with your glove compartment?
I keep my registration and all my insurance.
All my
Why?
documents.
That's where it's supposed to go.
What are we supposed to?
That's where this stuff goes. If you're not keeping gloves in there, that's where you keep your paperwork.
What, do you think it's safe there?
Well, there is a lock on it.
Do you lock it?
Yep.
You do not lock your glove compartment.
Can you still lock your glove compartment?
I have a lock on mine.
Oh, yes, they all have, but only a dork.
Only a dork locks the glove compartment. Says man who keeps all of his most valuable information in clear, plain sight.
On the visor, I can grab it.
On the visor. Here you go, sir. It's in the visor. What happens if you roll your window down and it blows out?
Well, I don't want to, piss the cop off if I'm taking too long.
Bro, if you
What if he pulls me out of the car,
way too...
slams my head on the hood?
Oh, you talking about everyone's fantasy? By the way, the hood has been severely damaged due to your giant egg forehead.
You're almost way too ready to give that cop your information.
Well, I've been arrested twice, man. I mean, yeah, I'm ready.
No, officer, what can I do to help you? I'm just here to help you, sir.
Raise your hand if you've been handcuffed in this room. Not sexually.
Not sexually?
Yeah.
Okay,
thank you.
It's just one.
And I got handcuffed in the front because I was such a good person.
Wow. You do
they
realize...
were just afraid you were going to fall over.
You do realize when you get pulled over, there will be a full 2 minutes between them pulling you over, them getting out of the car, and walking up to the side of the car.
It's not your dad waddling up.
It's a lot of my dad waddling up. 252-WCMF, 252-9263. Mark writes us on Instagram talking about this woman arrested for stealing the car allegedly and having the alleged stolen ID. He says, what's crazy about this story isn't the fact she stole a car. It's that she just drove it around the town of Perry afterwards thinking no one would recognize it.
But yeah, it wasn't like a chase or anything.
Yeah.
No, it says they pulled her over.
Yeah.
To your point.
Just kind of gallivanting around.
Yeah, gallivanting. Go home.
That's where gallivanters all keep their stuff in their visor.
Is that the name of your cycling club? The
Gallivanters.
How many people around you guys
Yeah.
do you think you could steal a license from and pass yourself off as them?
At my age,
Yeah.
a lot of people.
I was always jealous of people before we were 21 who looked like their siblings because that's usually whose ID they'd use. It was always a sibling.
Okay. You think that you have a lot of people right now that you look like?
No, not that I. Wait, what do you?
No, I'm asking like if you were to steal their ID and I were to look at the picture on the ID
Oh
and
no!
look at you.
Well, not because I'm unique. I'm small.
Both you and I are at a huge disadvantage.
Yeah, because we have doofus face.
Like, unless you got a hold of Steve Buscemi's driver's license,
Yeah.
you ain't pass yourself off as anybody. So I have a brother. We don't look alike.
No, you do not. Even
Not really.
Even fat you doesn't look like Ryan.
Fat me looked like Ryan.
No, it didn't.
More than he does now.
Because you had
On account of the fat.
No, but you had like a fat party face.
What?
But like Ryan has like a smooth, like boyish face. But you never had a boyish face. Like you've done so much like booze damage.
I am so creeped out by what you're saying right now.
No, but
Ryan's
Brian,
got a nice baby boy face.
but like when I see Ryan,
Brian? Baby Ryan, Brian?
when I see baby Brian, like I can see a handsome face in there.
The hell
Like
does that
he's just
mean?
puffed out.
What the hell does that
Well, I
mean?
wonder if Ryan had a beard, if you guys would look more alike.
He can't grow one.
Oh.
He can't.
No. That's why he has the mustache. He can't grow a beard.
Yeah, he doesn't really.
It can't press out past all of the,
All right.
fat. No, but like eye color would be the one that buried you. You would have to find someone with the exact eye color you
Yeah.
Eye
Height would
color
also
and
bury
height.
you? Yeah.
Height was always the tricky one for me.
did. Well, yeah, because you're like
Yeah,
freakishly tall.
Yeah.
Like, did you have an ID from somebody that looked like you?
I did, and it was an ID from somebody in, I want to say it was a New Jersey ID. The thing that was different about that ID is they also put your weight on it, on the New Jersey ID. And this girl that I used, she was probably like, on the ID, it was like 100 pounds heavier. So they never questioned it because they didn't want to say this person's too heavy to be you.
That's a great move.
I'm telling you, it worked
Weight
every
shame.
time because they didn't want it. Kind of looked like me, but just like a
Fat
bigger
Kimmy.
me, and they
Big
never
old fat
said
Kimmy.
anything.
Big old Jersey Kimmy.
That would only work for women.
Yes.
A guy,
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, no, because I kind of had this problem. I had with my picture.
Wait, when you were chubby.
Well, I lost 100 pounds.
Right.
Right. So like my ID for a while, it had my big fat face on it, which is one of my favorite TLC shows. My big fat face.
Yeah.
And like if I was buying cigarettes or booze or whatever, if I would hand them my ID, they would say this isn't you.
Well, you could say it's caused by the cigarettes.
The 100 pound
I'm
loss.
dying.
I have cancer. Wendy writes us on Instagram, Duffy on WCMF, says, I had someone steal my license back in the day when no photos were on it. She got a DWI. The hell I had to go through to prove I lived in Boston at the time and get it removed. Believe me, no longer a friend. It was her fourth DWI. It was a friend that did that to you?
Damn.
Oh, my God.
And we're going
man.
back to when driver's license didn't have photos.
When was that?
I can't. I've always had a photo.
Yeah.
So was that
Were
the
there certain
1950s?
states? Did certain states maybe take a little longer to put a photo on it?
Boston would be, or Massachusetts would be one that waited too long.
Yeah.
It's Sully, it's fine. All right, so the moral of the story here, if you're going to steal a car,
Yeah.
you don't have to worry about your driver's
Yes. You're cool.
We have a second teacher in 2 days with wild accusations,
Yeah.
right? Because we had said yesterday, and maybe we did this, we jinxed it, that normally when you see a teacher and student and a crime,
Yeah.
it is a sexual
Yeah.
or, and it's not great. This is the second time in 2 days it is a non-sexual wild story. Because once again, like I said yesterday, when this story starts, you will not be able to figure out how this story ends. And here's the thing.
Yeah.
If this man, if he's guilty,
Yeah.
did this to protect his ass, throw the book at him.
All right.
If he did this for the sake of the student, I think there is
Hmm.
a debate to be had, and we'll get into it next here in the break room on CMF. Yesterday we said we had one of the craziest teacher stories you've ever heard.
Yeah.
Today, we again have one of the craziest teacher stories you've ever heard.
What happened?
It's a different story. Although it doesn't rise to the level of teacher giving illegal substance to kid, it is still bizarre. But what makes this story is the motivation of the teacher accused. Were they doing this to benefit themselves? Or were they doing this for the, I guess, quote, benefit of the kid?
Oh.
You're hanging out in the break room. Rochester's Classic Rock, 96.5. WCMF, just after 7:25, 7:30. It is now official. The town of Pittsford is beyond parody.
Really?
You can't, like, this is a joke we would have made on the show about how uptight Pittsford is. And now they are trying to make this policy in the town.
Oh.
Because if you have a bicycle, gosh darn it, you better not be riding it here.
Criminal.
Where everyone rides their bicycles.
Well, don't be pedal jerking.
We'll get to it just after 7:30 here in the break room on CMF. Yesterday, around this time, we told you about a 33-year-old, now former special ed teacher in Geneva who was arrested, according to police, for giving a kid under the age of 17 magic mushrooms. A crazy story we had never heard before.
Yeah.
Well, today, we have another teacher that has been arrested and fired for an unconventional crime. And it's not as serious, but it's still nuts. A 40-year-old teacher from East Irondequoit, Eastridge, has been fired after police say he took a Regents test for a student.
Oh, that's an option?
It's I
did not know.
Did he take it or did he finish it?
Okay, so it says he took it, and you're right about the details here. So just to give you a background here, according to police, he taught as an English as a new language teacher. Police say he completed the test without the student's consent, that he bubbled in answers for her, it sounds like after the fact.
Yeah.
But that's not all he's accused of. Police say he then called and texted the student, for which he bubbled in numerous times outside of school hours, and told her she needed to lie about what he allegedly did.
Okay.
Police say during one call, which police say the victim recorded, he told her she cannot tell the school about this. He also instructed her to erase all text messages he sent her and, quote, suspicious calls from her log.
Like the one he's making in the moment?
That very one, yes. He has been charged with aggravated harassment and endangering the welfare of a child. He has a court date coming up. All right, your first knee-jerk reaction to the story is?
Well, I think there's more to the story.
What do you mean?
Well, I don't want to say too much, but he's going really out of his way for this kid.
Okay, all right. So just like yesterday, all right, every story involves romance or sex
Well,
or
only
something.
because it just seems like, why would you go to that extent to help a kid?
Here's why.
Well, I would also think...
And he knows what he did is bad because he's trying to cover his ass.
Well, or he panicked, or he panicked thinking, maybe he did it initially thinking, like, it's just going to help out and nobody will know. But then, like, after thinking it through, she might notice. So, hey, don't say anything because this is what I did. I could see, like, the panic setting in, and that's what led to all, like, the phone calls and stuff.
All right, when you ask about motivation, past your insane theory that has no
That's not that insane.
Okay. He could have been doing this for the kid's sake. That he wanted the kid to get a better score because he thought they deserved it. He saw how hard they worked. They wanted that to show through on the test.
I'm confused. It's called English as a second language?
All right, so let's talk about that.
So these are like immigrant kids?
So these would be kids, yeah, potentially. But just because he's correcting these exams doesn't necessarily mean he was teaching this kid. It could be that.
Right.
It could go the other way. Because I seem to remember, Kimmy, when we were in high school, for Regents exams, it wasn't always your teacher that corrected the test.
You would have different teachers helping out to cover the test taking.
All right. So when it comes to motivation, if he did this because he thought the kid deserved it, they worked hard, wanted to show that on this exam, that would make sense. He could have also, if the allegations are true, been doing it for his sake. If he was the teacher for this kid and he didn't want the grades in the class that he was teaching to be low, well, this benefits him.
So it was the whole average of the class?
Yeah, like...
how does he have the phone number and everything of this kid?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Because it sounds like it was going to her own phone?
Yeah, I mean, she recorded a phone conversation, according to police, and it says erase text messages. I mean, he could have just asked her for her phone number.
Okay, all right.
Look, I get where your head's at here.
It
Now,
just seems like this is starting to stack up.
There's nothing that suggests that. There are anything in the allegations.
Not what it says in the story.
Yes, if this kid was forward enough to share all of this.
And y'all being really kind here, man.
Bro, hear me out.
I'm
Bless
listening.
you.
I'm listening. You know, I listen to everything.
It sounds like
Even the
police.
sneezes.
It sounds like police have the phone.
Okay.
If they didn't find anything for which to charge him,
I understand.
No, I don't think you do because you keep making a face. The phone number is 252-WCMF, 252-9263. Kimmy?
Yeah.
If his motivation was to benefit this child, not himself, does that change the way you feel about this story?
Yeah, because I think though you should do it, your intentions were there. They were good.
Do you think he's a bad guy if he did it for the sake
he's a
of
good guy.
No, because I always think to some extent, not obviously finishing a test for a student, but you know how during Regents exams, especially like math, I remember teachers feeling like, if you put this down, we can get you extra points for it. Like there was always kind of like this gray area of how they could like get you a few extra points to maybe like pass.
And how
or
is
get a
that not
different
goddamn
grade.
cheating?
Well, it's
Who's
kind of
talking?
some of it's up.
I would have loved it. I had to do it on my own,
You
bro.
didn't do it on your own. You had to lie to you. First of all, you didn't take Regents.
I had to lie.
You barely had written word at that point. Arabic numerals had just been invented.
So like
But when I went to school, we didn't have history yet.
like I'm
They're still working on it.
convinced-
Your mama told you went to school and studied future.
I went to summer school for one of the math B exam, whatever it was.
Look
Oh,
at Kimmy.
no,
Such
listen.
a badass.
I know that I failed that test a second time. I got like 2 points higher than failing, and I know that teacher
they gave
somehow
you a
came
bump?
up with those 2 points
All right.
because I remember taking that, being like, I think I did worse the second time taking it, and I don't know. I was just like, I'm not going to say a thing. That works for me.
So they pushed you through.
So let's talk about that because I
Uh-huh.
do believe that this happens more than we think. And I want to be clear. I'm not writing off this guy's allegations. Like, yes, obviously punish this guy. You shouldn't be teaching kids. But when it comes to these Regents exams, they were pressure packed. And when we were in high school, Kimmy and I, you couldn't graduate without passing a Regents
So
exam.
that's what a
pass.
Regents is like your overall grade?
Regents is a statewide test, but
It was separate from your grade.
some schools included it as your final exam.
All right.
But yes, you needed what they called a Regents diploma to pass. If
Yeah, I
you
don't think
did-
we ever did that stuff.
Okay. I know, as Kimmy just described, I am not the only one who bombed a Regents only to see they got 2 or 3 points higher than they needed to get out of that class.
All right.
And maybe it
But
wasn't.
they kind of just push you through.
Well, here's the thing. Maybe it wasn't a
Man, look at
teacher.
his slack.
Again, of all the
I
people
know,
in the world.
I know.
Maybe it wasn't a teacher physically bubbling in answers for a kid.
Yeah.
But if they had to grade
They
an
found
essay
you those
portion.
points somewhere.
So you get a little of this.
Exactly.
A little touch.
Well, look, I'll ask this to all you teachers that are listening. You can change your name, 252-WCMF. When it comes to Regents, do they allow the teachers who teach the kids to grade these exams? Because I would argue any relationship to that kid, in theory, even maybe subconsciously, would want you would look for stuff to help the kid
All
out.
right.
Unless you hated that kid.
Yeah.
In which case you're subconsciously looking for stuff.
See you in summer school next year.
Unless you don't want the kid back,
Yeah, that's
in
it.
which you are
That's
subconsciously
also-
looking to
also
get.
I like that
Yeah.
kid.
252-WCMF, 252-9263. We have a ton of Instagram messages coming in. Again, we're talking about this 40-year-old teacher. He worked at East Irondequoit as an English as a second language teacher. English as a new language is what they're calling it. Police say he completed a test, a Regents exam for a student without the student's consent. But that's not all he's accused of.
Yeah.
Police say he then called and texted the student numerous times outside of school hours, told her she needed to lie about the incident. Police say during one call, the victim recorded the conversation, saying, "You cannot tell the school about this." He then directed the student to erase all text messages and sent her and suspicious calls from her call log, aggravated harassment, endangering the welfare.
Yeah.
I will say this.
What?
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's go to
Yeah.
Instagram messages first. Duffy on WCMF, easiest way to get us. Renee writes us on Instagram. What Kimmy is saying, the Math A and Math B, those were two types of exams.
All right.
They were on such a huge grading curve, you would think you failed and somehow you passed because I was sure I failed Math B.
Jesus, it's like everybody.
Bro, the great thing about taking a Regents exam in
Yeah.
summer school, the curve was way
So
higher.
basically, you were going to get pushed through.
Bro, I'm telling
Put
you,
your name down, you in.
I went to summer school for every math I ever took, for 2 sciences.
Yeah.
To Kimmy's point, there's no way I passed those exams.
I got to say, like, if this happened to me, let's say a teacher called me up and said, "Hey, man, I took care of everything." I'm like, "Bro, what do you need?"
So let's talk.
My dad's got a TV station. I know where the liquor is. I'll tighten you up. Like, I'm tightening that guy up. I'm not blowing him in.
Let's talk about that. This kid deserves a ton of credit because it sounds like they're the one that blew him in.
Yeah.
Like,
Unless like they were worried they were going to get caught. You know what I mean?
But how would you get
I
caught?
didn't do nothing.
That would be the only thing as a kid I
Man, I'm
think I
taking
would
that.
say something because I'd be afraid, like,
That's money in the bank, man.
If they know that I know, am I also going to get in trouble?
No, but I mean, how would you know?
Yeah.
How would you know?
True,
There's no
true.
way.
Yeah.
I mean, like, all right,
No,
look.
I know.
Yeah, I will sit here and say, and I know I'm with you. If a teacher called me and said they did this,
You took care of me, man?
I ain't saying a word.
Bro, that's teacher of the year.
All right.
What do you need, man?
Let me ask you this.
I'll help you bury the bodies.
You got a kid. This happens to them. The kid says something. Are you proud of them?
Wait, it's like, let's say my grandson.
Your grandson, the teacher cheats for him. He blows in the teacher.
Yeah.
Are you proud of your grandson?
I'm pulling that kid aside and go, you ain't a muley, kid.
He's not.
No.
Thank God.
And now I know it.
Kimmy?
No, of
Yeah.
course you got to be proud that
Well-
he's a little narc,
But let's walk through this.
little tattletale.
They did the right thing. You
Oh,
should
yeah.
be proud.
Yeah, man, you get on Channel 10.
But at the same time, in doing the right thing, that kid made their life a whole bunch harder
Mhm.
because not only did they pass and got a better grade probably,
Yeah.
right? They have to probably take that test over again.
That sucks.
Well, but that's what the
I
honest,
would
Yeah.
protest that only because, like, I didn't ask this guy to do it. You know what I mean? Why do I got to take a test again when this guy
You're
did it?
probably going to fail anyway.
if you would have kept your mouth shut, you wouldn't have to.
I agree. Well, I agree, but
The
I
kid
mean,
did the right thing.
Yeah.
and now he's got to take a test again.
It's a girl.
Yes, the young lady.
Duffy at WCMF. I see you guys
The
on
girl.
hold. We'll get to you in a second. Rod writes us,
Yeah.
if you are the teacher of the class, you are not allowed to grade their Regents exam. Typically, the other teachers in the department
Oh, I didn't know
do
that's
it.
how it works.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right.
All right, 252 WCMF, 252-9263. Brad's on CMF. Hey, Brad, how are you, buddy?
Good morning, Duffy.
What up?
So I took the English 11 Regents 3 times.
Three
The third time
times.
I took it
You speak English, Brad.
Yeah, but I can't write essays to save my life. But I took it the third time my senior year, and the 11th grade English teacher I had said to me, I will make sure I get my hands on that to grade that so that you can pass, because otherwise you are probably not going to graduate high school.
Okay,
And-
was that an act of mercy from a teacher who liked you, or was that an act of, so they didn't just want you gone, they were trying to help you?
No, this was a teacher I got along with real well. My senior year, he said to me, are you going to be here for the senior trip because you're the only one not going on? I said, nope, I'm going deer hunting for 10 days. He's like, all right, great. No, I don't have to be here for the rest of the week. I can hunt in the afternoon, too. So we got along real well.
So why are we losing to Asia?
Says man who just said he wouldn't blow at a teacher
know.
for cheating for
Well,
him.
I'm a lousy American.
Brad, thanks for the call, buddy. Have a good rest of the day. Let's talk to Dan. Hey, Danny boy, how are you, buddy?
Hey guys, how are you?
What up?
So I've worked with a lot of teachers. I've worked with a lot of students with the job that I do, and my understanding, because I actually grew up in PA, I didn't know anything about tests like this until I got up here. My understanding is they use this as a marker for a lot of different things in the school. One, like to see where the teachers are and how they're doing with their jobs, but also like the state looks at it and sees, you know, if a school is doing better with these scores, they're giving them more funding. If they're doing poorer, they decrease the funding. So this guy probably looked at this test and said, man, this is not going to look good for us, and I gotta help her out. And, you know, maybe it was about passing the grade or looking at a lot of different factors.
Okay.
But obviously in a panic, realized his mistake and tried to cover it up.
All right, Dan, I get the logic where you're coming from on like a school-wide situation. Like if this was a school that was changing the exams, I understand. Like one student,
Yeah, you wouldn't think it'd make that big of a difference.
I mean,
Right.
that leads
but
me.
maybe for him
Yeah.
personally as a teacher, I don't know.
But again, if he's not
Yeah.
her teacher because he can't grade
Yeah.
her exam, I mean,
Yeah.
Dan, the fact that it's one student, at least that we know of right now, leans me towards he was doing it to help the kid.
But you don't know how many other teachers are doing this and how many
They're all doing it.
didn't get blown
That's
in.
what I hear.
So this
Oh,
is kind of a
take.
thought of like, hey, all these teachers are trying to up a grade a little bit to make us look better, and he was the only one that got caught.
All right, Dan, thanks for the call, buddy. Have a good rest of the day. We got Instagram messages coming
You
in.
know what I was just thinking, though, to Dan's point? If you had this teacher and did really well on some of your exams that surprised yourself, I mean, like, looking back on it, it's probably, like, in the past now, but might maybe question some things. you
No,
know?
so I was talking about this with my kids last night
Yeah.
because SATs are coming up, and SATs don't matter
Yeah.
like they used to.
Right. Well, you can also take them multiple times.
Exactly. But like when I was a kid,
Yeah.
I didn't do any SAT prep. I'm an idiot. And I got an unbelievably good score on my SAT out of nowhere.
Oh.
And both of my daughters were like, yeah, they cheated for you. But I
Your
don't
daughter
know.
said that?
Yeah, they know. They both
So they know.
were dead-eyed, looked me in the face like sincere as a heart
What a
attack.
racket I'm finding out about.
Well, but hold on.
Do
I don't
local
know.
teachers will grade the SAT?
That's
I
I
thought
don't
that
know.
was like sent somewhere.
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know because it's just a Scantron. It's just
Right,
bubbles.
right.
Unless they mix my test up with somebody else's test.
Another Pat Duffy.
I remember when I got the test back and I was like, no.
So this is well known then.
Hold
if your
on,
daughters
okay.
are in on it.
No, because I had told them this story last night
Yeah,
at
and
dinner.
they figured it out already. They knew.
Okay. You think you're blowing the lid off something?
No, I'm
You're
just
like
surprised.
every idiot
No.
social media. Oh, you know what I found? Let's get down on it. The Tommy Muley podcast, where only the truth gets told.
I like that.
Tommy Muley Entertainment.
Let me get my jacket on.
We got more Instagram
What?
messages coming in that's going to support your theory of Tommy Muley, the podcast.
Hot takes.
Matt writes us, Duffy at WCMF. My government studies teacher told me later in life he found me 2 points so I could pass.
Well, if that makes sense. It's government studies. That's how the government works.
Man, that and more on the Tommy Muley podcast. But here's the thing. Now, take this story that we're discussing out of it, where he's like filling in bubbles, right?
Yeah.
The entire thing, right? The allegations here. I would argue that if you have a relationship that is good enough with a teacher,
Yeah,
where they want to do this for you,
to help you.
that's more real life than getting
Yeah, it
good
kinda
grades
is,
based on your
right?
knowledge, right?
Like a boss that wants to help you out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We
They're pulling for you.
We cite this study all the time,
Yeah.
but it's legitimate, and there's multiple studies that show it. It's not the hardest working person that gets promoted in offices. It is the person that is the most well-liked.
Okay.
And if you find a way to
Work your
network,
charm.
yes, and charm and manipulate the system to the point where someone above you wants to help you out, that is life.
Yeah, they're on your team.
So is you could argue this is a better life lesson?
Well, the way you just said it, yeah. If you want to be successful, you got to know how to work.
Okay.
Work it.
So in that case, should this guy be punished or should he be given an award?
I don't know now. I don't know.
Oh, that more, the Tommy Day podcast. Justin writes us on Instagram, Duffy and WCMF, again, talking about this 40-year-old, now former teacher at East Irondequoit, who, according to police, bubbled in answers on a Regents exam for a female student. He then reached out to her, told her, don't tell anybody about this.
Be cool.
Yep, then after that, directed her to delete text messages and calls that he had given her. He's been arrested, charged with endangering the welfare of a child and aggravated harassment. It sounds like the student is the one that blew him in. There was a recorded phone call between the student and the teacher. I still can't believe
Yeah.
that
That's
kid.
amazing that that kid had the
Yeah.
the idea to do that.
The guts?
Yeah.
I mean, just think about the intimidation of a 40-year-old man telling you what to do as a
Right.
teenager,
Yeah.
right? Justin writes us, had a geometry teacher tell me I would pass the Regent. God damn it, you didn't pass English, Justin. Had a geometry teacher told me that if I passed the Regents, he would make sure I would pass the class. I ended up failing the Regents without the curve, according to him, and he gave me a couple of 80s on quizzes to make me pass. P.S. The teacher no longer works there because they did that with multiple students.
So they cheated on the regular stuff. I'm confused. They just helped him cheat all around,
Look,
like throughout the class too.
I guess. I don't
Okay.
know. I'm very confused. I hope that was talk to text and you didn't pass your English class. All right, let's take a break.
All right.
This town has now become too much of a joke to even make jokes.
Oh, really?
Because like a year ago, this is a joke we would have made
It's a
about.
serious matter, Pat.
It's not a serious matter, though. It's not a serious matter. And if you want the image of a quaint town where folks can walk around safely, kids can go play without adults, all of these things, you want that picture to be taken by everyone walking through your little
Yeah.
village. How do you make this against the law?
I can't wait to hear.
We'll tell you what they are thinking about doing out in Pittsford.
Get it.
We'll do it next here in the break room. Let's see you, Matt. It's official.
What's official?
This town is now a parody of itself. Because a year ago, this is a joke Kimmy and I would have thrown in while talking about how snooty this town can be.
Yeah.
Now, some people are trying to make this a reality. And it's not only ridiculous, it's almost impossible to make a thing. And it's the most Pittsford thing ever.
I can't wait to hear.
I'm actually surprised it wasn't already a rule.
How could you make this a rule?
We can make anything a rule, buddy.
Who's we?
We,
You got a cricket in your pocket?
the town council.
You're hanging out in the break room. Rochester's Classic Rock 96.5, WCMF, just after 7:45. Yesterday, a man passed away. A man who the break room holds in very high regard, not for his career in football or his opinions on life, but for his mouth.
One moment in time.
You got it. That turned into, Kimmy, dozens of moments in
a
time.
decade in the break room.
And to honor this man who passed away yesterday, we have one last dance, one last mouth, and we do it just after 7:45 here in the break room on CMF. If you want to ride a bike in Pittsford, soon you may need to watch your ass.
What I got to do?
The Village of Pittsford is considering a proposal that would ban bikes, e-bikes, and scooters from the sidewalk.
Yeah, because they're using them right now. I had to deal with a kid on one of those motorized bicycles the other day while I'm trying to take my walk.
Oh, you're
We're
telling
talking like any bicycle, regular bikes included.
Yeah.
from the
But
side?
but this kid was on one of these
Yeah.
fat tire.
Oh my God, a fat tire bike.
Bro, it looked like one of those motorcycles that you see in World War II with a sidecar.
Oh, tell me
Minus
more
the
about
sidecar.
it, old man.
He almost knocked me over.
Oh no. The folks in Pittsford
Yeah?
want to ban these bicycles from the sidewalk
Yeah.
for safety's sake. People,
They're not. I thought you couldn't ride a bike.
you can ride a bike on a sidewalk.
Yeah, but I
can?
thought you couldn't.
No.
To his point, like I thought
I
that
don't think
was,
you can in the city.
What do you
No.
want from me, man?
That's why they have the bike lanes.
Yeah.
Folks are walking out of shops and claiming they're being blasted by hoodlums.
Oh,
on
you got to
seatbelts.
look. And they are hoodlums.
When
They're
will
pedal
the
hoodlums.
When will the chaos stop? Is my
Yeah.
question. So, in an effort to make things safer, they want to force people to ride these things
Good.
in the street.
Forced.
No, that's what
It's
this
the
would mean.
law. All law is forced.
That's so. What did I say wrong? I
Nothing.
want you to listen to that sentence one more time.
Guys, hey.
In an effort to make things safer, they want to force people to ride their bikes in the street.
Yeah, it's a pedal thing.
Which is also going to annoy you, though. Just want to point that out.
Because there's no bike lanes in
Yeah.
Pittsford, right?
Tight squeeze.
Really tight squeeze.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I would also like to point out the irony here, and I think this is irony.
What's that?
You have this picturesque little village,
Yes, we do.
postcard-like. In the summertime, you have this Rockwellian scene of children that don't need to be supervised, out enjoying their childhoods without a care in the world.
Yeah.
Stop riding your bike on a sidewalk! Aren't you destroying the biggest draw of your village by banning bicycles from sidewalks?
But you can still ride your bike.
Are you
Just
serious?
do it in traffic.
Are you-
It's more of a challenge, and it'd be way more fun to challenge yourself a little bit.
Folks that move out to Pittsburgh go, my kids get to run around and be kids. That's what I love most about the village. Also, ride your bike in the street now. But that's not even the biggest problem.
What's the biggest problem?
The phone number is 252-WCMF, 252-9263. Let's say Pittsford were to pass this new law where you are not allowed to ride bicycles, e-bikes, scooters on the sidewalk. How do you enforce it?
Well, they have coded and town enforcement people that walk around all the time with clipboards.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Shut up.
You didn't.
I'm
serious,
No, you're
they
not.
do.
You're-
You know
you're not
anybody
serious.
that has gotten a ticket for something like breaking one of those rules?
They do not have
Yes.
code enforcement
So they
people with
do
clipboards.
have
He's
what
making this up.
They do. Yes, they do.
I'm
They
not-
have a canal monitor. Then that guy or
Canal
gal
cop.
He's lying.
will
He's
walk.
lying.
Will be there not periodically.
He's lying.
Just to keep an eye on
Okay.
a canal.
Kimmy, I'm going to talk to you now.
Okay.
Who is going to enforce this? Are you going to have...
yeah, like if you see like a 12-year-old kid riding his bike on the sidewalk, you're gonna pull him over.
What, is the Monroe County Sheriff's Department going to stop people on bicycles on the sidewalk?
I think they're allowed to fire those beanbag guns just to knock them off their bicycles.
I want you to picture this. And the phone number is 252-WCMF.
I'm all for this, man.
Okay, again, I'm not talking about you.
Put the kids in the street.
I want everyone to picture this. A 12-year-old kid
Yeah.
being stopped by a police officer and being told that he
Get off that
cannot
bike.
ride his bike on the sidewalk.
Why can't a police officer tell a kid he's doing wrong?
Oh, you don't think there's more important things to do? Maybe than get kids off
Maybe
bicycles
not.
on the sidewalk?
At the moment? At the moment?
That's a good interaction for kids to have with law enforcement officers.
Well, obey the laws,
All right,
kid.
so let me ask you this question. Let's say the police officer tells a kid to get off the sidewalk on his bike. And as soon as the cop starts to drive away, he gets back on the sidewalk on his bike. What do you do then?
Well, you got to up it a little bit.
How do you do that?
Kitty taser.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, a 12-year-old could be a full-blown jerk by 12.
Doesn't matter. They're still 12.
They're 12-year-olds. They're 6 foot.
It's a child. Kimmy, yeah, 6 foot.
What we're doing, Lou Holtz.
Think about that.
Yeah.
Well, you just blew the tease, you dick. You cannot enforce this.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you can.
No.
I mean, you definitely
boy.
could with adults, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Catalana, your boy better watch his ass.
let's go down that way, man.
Yeah. They may be pulling Catalana
you
off
idiot.
his
I'm not
10
saying
speed in his
yeah.
little bicycle shorts.
Let's go down that road.
You got to ask yourself, is this police brutality?
I love how you want cops tasing people on bicycles for riding on the sidewalk. 252 WCMF, 252-9263. One, is Pittsford insane for even considering this? Two, if they do it, how do you make it happen? Do you have a Pittsford bike patrol?
I always thought it was a rule, but just a rule that wasn't enforced in most
Because
places.
you can't enforce it. Yeah. You cannot enforce this.
You know they got the bank to pull this off, man.
All right, let me ask you a question. Yeah. Let's say that Pittsford goes, you know what? You're right. We have the bank. We're going to start a Pittsford bike patrol.
Or like somewhere you could report.
Bike patrol.
When you see it.
But let's say you
Tonight
see
on
something, say
CBS.
something.
Kimmy, you would have to have someone that would be there to enforce it. And You're not going to use the cops. So you would have to have a separate patrol.
Okay.
Tommy, I want you to picture the type of person that would apply for a job where they get to yell at people for riding a bike on the sidewalk. Now I ask you, as you're picturing that person, do you want to give that person any type of power?
But they're going to grab. Yeah, but you got to do it.
No, you don't. Also, if you do this, if you make riding bicycles on the sidewalk illegal in Pittsford, you are going to splinter your village and cause a whole bunch of problems.
What do you mean?
Because there are going to be people like you who love this idea and want it enforced.
Yeah.
There are going to be people who hate this idea and will completely ignore it just to be a dick. And those people will be interacting.
Dog. Oh, here comes Deputy Dog.
Those people will be interacting with each other all summer long. You think that's going to go well?
You know what? The law is going to win. The law wins every time.
This ain't a law yet.
Well, it will be.
You say...
Wait till our mayor puts it into place.
You said you already see people yelling about bikes on the canal path.
Oh, yes.
Now you got to turn that up to 11 across the whole village.
You know you can't smoke on the canal path either.
Okay.
No smoking, no spitting, no farting.
252 WCMF. The village of Pittsford is considering a law that would ban bicycles, scooters, and e-bikes from the sidewalk in the village. And my simple question is, one, what's wrong with you? Second question, how do you enforce this? What happens if I am riding my bike on the sidewalk? Who's going to stop me? Do you want to have the Monroe County Sheriff's Department pulling over, getting out of their cars, and telling a 10-year-old kid, get off your bike right now?
Well, in the summertime, they always got the mounted police, too, down there.
You're going to have a guy on a horse do it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
They have the mounted police in the village?
Well, they usually do. Sometimes they're at Wegmans, but a lot of times you'll see them on the canal.
Oh, that's not they're talking about like the sidewalks on the village here.
Right, but like showing place and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, so what about up the street? You're gonna ride a horse down Main Street to tell a 12-year-old to get off a bike?
That's kind of quaint.
Okay.
Horses chasing down kids. That's kind of Rockwellian.
All right, serious question.
Lasso them up.
Serious question.
Yeah.
What happens if you change this rule and something tragic happens because of it?
Well, with laws, these things happen.
No, let's say there is an accident that happens right in the main intersection of the village because a kid was forced to ride his bike in the road. Not only would that be a terrible tragedy,
It would be.
everyone who wanted the bikes off the sidewalks will be blamed for it. Is that potential consequence worth having your free and clear sidewalks?
In wars, Pat, and other things happen.
Even though we're calling this a
And there's
war
nothing we can
1,000
do.
times, it's not a war.
It's a war on bicycles.
Okay. You are willing to have
I'm telling
no,
you.
I'm asking you right now. Answer the question.
Yeah.
You are willing to have a potential tragic situation.
Well, with that, well, you didn't say ta-ta-ta.
So kids aren't riding bikes on the sidewalk.
Potential. Well, nobody wants to.
It's gonna look, man. It's a statistical certainty that someone will get hit.
Nobody wants to see anybody hurt.
Mm-hmm.
But we have to have rules and regulations.
Okay.
So we have to make sure that these children are taught proper respect for the bicycle.
Oh, I'm not worried about the kids riding in the street. I'm worried about people like you driving that can't see over the steering wheel, or I don't know, people that drink and then decide to drive home quickly from the bar or the restaurants in Shone Place or things like that.
Yeah. What's your kid doing out that late on a bicycle?
Okay. Bro, you guys are out drinking at 4 o'clock. It's early bird special time.
Yeah, I said at night.
I mean, Kimmy, it's just a matter of time before there's an accident, right?
But I'm telling you,
you're not
I
Kimmy.
think
You're not Kimmy.
other
You're not
towns
Kimmy.
have these rules about the sidewalk.
So somebody called, so I'm getting this secondhand, so forgive me if I mix this up, but they seem to think that in the past, Pittsford hired a retired sheriff to enforce these kind of things.
I know a guy.
I don't know like what exact rules they were talking about, but
Okay.
they seem to think that there was somebody in charge of this kind of stuff.
I can't wait to see the optics of a grown old man yelling at kids for riding their
Oh,
bikes
you don't
on
have to wait that long. Summer's right around the corner, and that's every summer.
We got a ton of Instagram messages coming in. Duffy on WCMF writes us, Chris writes us on Duffy on WCMF. Tell Tommy there will be more bikes riding right next to him while he's driving in his car. Jaden writes, Tommy's going to support bikes having to ride on the road, but then bitch about bikes riding in the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a voter, I have that right.
Don writes us, it's e-bikes and dirt bikes with an electric motor. Au contraire, Don, it said any bicycles on the sidewalk.
Any type of bike.
I watched the story and they're like, well, you can still like hop off your bike and
I can walk
and
my
walk
bike?
it
Yes.
through.
So in
the-
Shone Place, you have to walk your bicycle through.
Okay, great. Man, you guys nailed it. I'm going to ask a serious question here.
Go ahead.
252 WCMF again as we talk about Pittsford toying with the idea of making riding any bicycle, two-wheeled, motored, motorless, whatever, illegal riding on a sidewalk in the village. Aren't kids running around and having fun part of the price you are paying for living in a place like Pittsburgh?
Absolutely. And have you run around?
Nope,
Just
stop.
not
I'm
on
talking
a
to Kimmy.
skateboard
I'm talking to
or
Kimmy.
rollerblades or anything with wheels.
Well,
Kim-
you rollerblading
I am talking
should be banned just because you look like a
to
douche.
Kimmy. Kimmy,
Yeah.
I always assume the folks that live in Pittsford, folks that own homes there,
Yeah.
built it and kept it that way so kids could have their endless summers and dream
Quaint.
childhoods. Yes. If you're not doing what you're doing for that, what are you doing it for?
Well, you can do all those things
No, you can't.
properly under the laws and the guidance of the town of Pittsburgh.
Like
Code enforcement.
you design this town and then implement this law, what? So you can buy a bunch of useless crap at the stores in the village? So you
talking
can
about
take
the
your
gazebo?
45-minute walk on the canal?
Yeah.
If you don't let these kids do something as simple and innocent as riding a bicycle on the sidewalk, there is no point for Pittsford to exist.
So you say we'll be done?
No, I mean, I don't know what this does, right? But if I have a kid and you're going to be this serious about my kid riding a bike on a sidewalk, I don't want to live in your town. Why would I want to live in your town?
I mean, we don't want you anyway.
Good. Now your town dies. What is the point of Pittsford existing
Yes.
if this is not allowed?
For people like me.
You don't belong there.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, you don't.
They never chase me out.
You don't own a home.
Yes, but they don't know that. And technically, I do because I'm married in.
No.
So I'm like,
So your name's on the, your name is on the.
Well, when you're married, you're already in.
You're not.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I'm in.
CJ writes us, Duffy on WCMF, easiest way to get us. The problems are the e-bikes. No kid usually rides his bike full speed down a sidewalk. However, these e-bikes go full speed, whipping around with 12-year-olds that don't know what they're doing. E-bikes are a problem. Even here in Webster, you can't put a 12-year-old getting your straight-to bicycles. What?
It's too much bike for that boy.
Shut up, man. God.
Can't handle it, man.
If the worst thing that is happening to you are bicycles on a sidewalk,
Yeah.
you've got the greatest life
Oh, absolutely.
ever.
But we could even make it better.
Do people in Pittsford
Yeah.
understand how soft they look when this is a legitimate news story and people are
It is
passionately
funny. It is-
arguing
and
for
they're,
it?
And they're interviewing people on both sides. It is kind of funny.
We
to watch.
built railroads.
Like, you gotta laugh at it a little bit.
Well, yeah.
People died digging that canal that you put a Mediterranean restaurant next to. And now you're on the news yelling about how kids riding bicycles are ruining your life.
Yes.
Shut up, you soft ass bitches. Come on.
Well, that's what rich people do.
Yeah, exactly.
What's the point of
Don't do
having
it.
money if you can't be a dick with it?
How would you know?
I
How would
watched
you
it.
know?
Well, my wife has money.
Oh, so your wife's a rich dick. That's what you just said.
Why is that?
You just said, what's the point of being a rich dick? A rich if you can't be a dick about it.
Well, she's one of the good ones.
Well, she want a good dick.
Don't get me in trouble.
Well,
Shut
no, just
up.
stop running your mouth because you got a lot to say.
Running my mouth is the
Oh,
only thing I get to do in here. Shut up.
Kim writes us, Duffy on WCMF, easiest way to get us. She says, Pittsford needs to get their head out of their butts. Bikes should be mandatory on the sidewalk. Nothing is worse than driving down the road, having to cross a double yellow line because some idiot wants to look like they're in the Tour de France and ride a non-motorized bicycle on the road with cars. Who cares if there's bike riders going down the
Yeah, but
canal
you
path?
can't put all these
She goes
hundreds of
on.
bikes
She
on
goes
the
on.
path.
She goes on. Maybe
Yeah.
they should make the canal path a little wider, add a bike lane. I say keep all the bicycles off the roads, which I know isn't really what you guys are talking about, but that's just my 2 cents. Preach, Kimberly. Preach.
Make the canal path wider?
Why not get rid of cars in the village?
Well, you got to.
Make it all
No,
walkable.
you could very
This is
easily.
Venice?
Hold on. You could very
It does have a
easily
canal.
at Jefferson Road
Yeah.
shut down the road there shut it down where the gas station starts, shut it down on the.
Well, then you at the gas station go out of business.
Well, no, you start it right at the gas station.
Oh.
Right, you can drive into there, but then you can't drive any further. You could very easily maneuver around Pittsford without using the center.
I
of town.
would love a walkable center area. Of Main Street.
No, you could do that
because I don't need to drive that way.
Yeah.
So it doesn't affect.
Okay, but that's just it. If you went and inconvenienced,
I kind of like where you're going here.
I think that would be the best way
I
to do it.
kind of like it too.
So you think all the rich folks that have their really high-end cars that they drive down Main Street and park at the village wagon, look at my ragtop, well, I get a $17 croissant. What a bunch of dicks, man.
You just hate rich
Are
people.
there
No,
really
I
that
hate-
many bikes where it's an issue?
Kimmy, they're trying to put a law together. There must be. There must be.
Well, it's not really a law. It's an ordinance. That's a fancy law. And it'll be posted.
You're a bunch of soft people.
Yes, but we like being soft.
I'm not talking to you because you don't belong there.
We have multiple yogurt shops
If
to stay
this,
soft.
if this happens,
Yeah.
you are officially beyond saving from out of touch, soft ass
Yeah.
bitchness.
Yeah.
And you're gonna get the people that think that they have a right to enforce it, that have no authority enforcing it. Yeah,
That guy's all over the place.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
It's nice.
let's take a break.
Yeah.
It's a goodbye.
It's a what?
It's a goodbye
Oh.
because we can't, in good conscience, continue to do this bit while this man is no
No,
longer breathing.
no.
And we lost him yesterday.
Yeah.
He's a man that has nothing to do with this show, but everything to do with this
Yeah.
show. Because he was a great college football coach, but that's not why we cared
He was an
about him.
icon.
Yeah, he was. He was a statue.
Oh.
However,
Yeah.
one mistake, well, one of the many mistakes he made while on television, led us to this brilliant bit. And to say goodbye, we do it one final time, and we do it big. Next, here at the break room on CMF. It's the end of an era.
What happened?
In more ways than one. Because this guy is a legendary football coach. He was on our televisions covering college football for decades. But that's not why we in the break room care about him.
Yeah.
We care about him for his mouth. And the only way we know to say goodbye is to do it and do it big.
All right.
One last time. You're hanging out in the break room, Rochester's Classic Rock, 96.5, WCMF. Yesterday, we discovered that legendary Hall of Fame college football coach Lou Holtz passed away at the age of 89. Did you see what he died of?
Being Lou Holtz?
No. Alzheimer's.
Did he really?
No.
Oh. I don't know. He's 89.
I don't know.
I was going to say, I know he wasn't doing well for a while.
Way to ruin the punchline I've been sitting on since 3 o'clock yesterday.
It wasn't out of the question.
You dicks. I have been waiting since 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon. No, I'm not going to do it.
What did he die of?
Alzheimer's. Shut up. No, dicks. So Lou Holtz became a big part of our show.
Yeah.
After a piece of audio like 12 years ago surfaced of Lou Holtz covering a game for ESPN. And he got so excited, his mouth just completely stopped working.
Well, I don't get the rain man cold.
So after we heard that,
Daffy Duck.
We realized we know someone like that who gets all worked up and their mouth just disconnects with their brain and they start making noises.
Yeah, I'm not kidding. It was that truck that leaked all over your driveway.
Yes, yeah. What were you just saying?
Thank you.
It was a piece of crap car.
You're doing it again.
So every time Tommy would disconnect his brain from his mouth, Kimmy would save it, and we would call it Holtzing. And we did a bit called Dueling Holtzes, where it was Lou Holtz versus Tommy doing a Lou Holtz. And here's the thing.
Yeah.
To say goodbye to Lou Holtz, we could play you one of those again, but that only lasts like 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Because this will be the last time we ever do Holtzing here in the break room.
Yeah.
We wanted to do it big.
Okay.
A couple of years ago, Kimmy had the idea around Christmas time to do a Christmas-themed Lou Holtz song. We called it The 12 Days of Holtzing. And it might be one of the greatest things Kimmy ever did.
Yeah.
So to honor the legacy of college football coach
Christmas in March, everybody.
Holtz, sit back and enjoy for one final time The 12 Days of Holtzing.
On the first day of Holtzing, my true love gave to me.
Well, I don't get the rain man cold.
On the second day of Holtzing, my true love gave to me.
Yeah, you're quiet. Good popcorn.
And
Well, I don't get the rain man cold.
on the third day of Holtzing, my true love gave to me.
Yeah, you're quiet. Good popcorn.
And
Well, I don't get the rain man
on
cold.
the fourth day of Holtzing, my true love gave to me.
Just like you do. Yeah, you're quiet. Good popcorn.
And
Well, I don't get the rain man
on
cold.
the fifth day of Holtzing, my true love gave to me.
Guys, it isn't what we want. Just like you do. Yeah, you're quiet. Good popcorn.
And
Well, I don't get the rain man
on
cold.
the sixth day of Holtzing, my true love gave to me.
Gab, go ahead. Your mouth, guys, it isn't what we want. Just like you do. Yeah, you're quiet. Good popcorn.
And
Well, I don't get the rain man cold.
on the seventh day of Holtzing, my true love gave to me.
What? Gab, go ahead. Your mouth, guys, it isn't what we want. Just like you do. Yeah, you're quiet. Good popcorn.
And
Well, I don't get the rain man cold.
on the eighth day of Holtzing, my true love gave to me.
It's just the right thing to What? Gab, go ahead. Your mouth, guys, it isn't what we want. Just like you do. Yeah, you're quiet. Good popcorn.
And
Well, I don't get the rain man cold.
on the ninth day of Holtzing, my true love gave to me.
It's just the right thing to What? Gab, go ahead. Your mouth, guys, it isn't what we want. Just like you do. Yeah, you're quiet. Good popcorn.
And
Well, I don't get the rain man come.
On the 10th day of Holtzing, my true love gave to me.
Dollar don't go far, right? These days. It's just a right thing to What? Yeah, go ahead, you mouth guys again. Yeah, you're quiet. Good popcorn.
And
Well, I don't get the rain man
on
come.
the 11th day of Holtzing, my true love gave to me.
You never thought of a horn? Dollar don't go far, right? These days. It's just a right thing to What? Yeah, go ahead, you guys again. Yeah, you're quiet. Good popcorn.
And
Well, I don't get the rain man come.
on the 12th day of Holtzing, my true love gave to me.
He's got the computer. You never thought of a horn? Dollar don't go far, right? It's just a right thing to What? Yeah, go ahead, you guys again. Yeah, you're quiet. Good popcorn.
And
Well, I don't get the rain man come.
Oh, the sneeze kills it.
Oh, I forgot about the sneeze.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't breathe. All right, Lou Holtz,
Yeah.
rest in peace.
Not a breath.
89 years old. From Alzheimer's.
Wait, what?
Shut up.
What
Let's
did he
take,
die
all right, let's take a break. This has gone viral,
Oh.
and it is being sold as a hack
No.
to save you time in a pinch at an airport.
Okay.
And I'm going to say this right now. If anyone did this in front of me
Yeah.
while I was in line to get food, I
At
would
the airport.
at the airport, I would burn the entire place to the ground.
What is it? Is it make the thing quicker?
It makes it quicker for you,
Okay.
not me.
But then you get your food.
The fact that somebody is advising someone else to do this
Yeah.
and not considering how hurt physically they could be by attempting it.
Wait, they could get hurt.
Look, man, I'm telling you right now, if anybody in line behind you finds out what you are doing here, it will cause a riot.
But it's illegal. I mean, it is legal.
I don't know.
All right.
We'll get into it.
All right.
Next here at the break room. Let's see it. This could start a war.
Oh.
A move
I think
that
we
would,
already got one.
Okay, a second war.
Another war.
Not war. They keep saying war. It's not war, even though they say war.
Undeclared.
A move that would infuriate the entirety of a line of already stressed out people in a stressful place.
So what are they doing?
What's even more insane about it, the person who does this is sharing it with the world and touting it as like a brilliant life hack. The question isn't, is this okay? Because it's not okay. The question is, are you willing to say something if you watched this happen right in front of your face?
Oh, like to the person.
Yes. You're hanging out in the break room. Rochester's Classic Rock, 96.5 WCMF. Now through Sunday.
Ooh, what's happening?
Log on to WCMF.com. Enter for your chance to win 2 tickets to see Voyage, celebrating the music of Journey. Get it?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
They're at the Vine Showroom March 20th, courtesy of Del Lago Resort and Casino. Tickets are on sale right now at DelLagoResort.com. You must be 21 years of age or older to attend a show at the Vine. A travel hack from one of these travel influencers on social media has gone viral, and it has pissed off a lot of people.
What are they doing?
Tommy, here's the scenario.
All right.
You've got a connecting flight to make.
Yeah.
And you don't have a lot of time to do it.
Yeah, you got to hustle.
But here's the problem.
What?
You haven't eaten anything all day.
That's the problem.
You need food, but the lines at all of the food court restaurants far too long.
Well, then you're screwed.
You're screwed, right?
Yeah, what do you do?
Not anymore.
Uh-oh.
What do they got?
This person says that they will go up to someone in the front of the line and offer to buy their meal if they're allowed to cut in front of them.
Oh.
Professional line cutters.
You got it.
But you're going to pick up the other person's food.
You're going to pick up the other person's tab, but you are cutting in line in front of them.
Damn, I never thought that was an option.
So here, it shouldn't be. So the person who is this travel influencer says they've done it several times. It works every time.
And that person gets a free meal.
And they've never missed a flight. You think this is a good idea?
Yeah.
Okay. The phone number is
I'm sorry.
The phone number is 252 WCMF 252-9263. If you do this, you are one of the worst people on planet Earth.
You know I am a line cutter.
Yeah.
Yep.
A known line cutter and a hider.
Yeah.
So, yes, I would do this.
I would think you being a hider would mean you're not going to do this.
Yeah.
Well, that's the problem.
It's a battle in your head.
So, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
So let's say I go up to that person, I go, hey, bro, I'll buy your meal. I don't jump the line. He does it for me. So he's already there. I'm not like cutting in line.
Now, this person
like
cuts the
you're
wall.
asking-
I'm sorry, go ahead.
So you would be asking this person to put your order in for
Yeah,
you?
I'll pick it up, but I won't push you out of the way.
How would you pay?
I will pay.
How?
I'll hand him my phone, and we'll do it.
Oh, so you don't think people are going to notice what's happening?
I understand. Is that better, though?
No, it's the same thing. It's the literal exact
It's
same thing.
same thing. So let's say I'm in line.
Yeah.
All right, so let's say I'm in line.
Uh-huh.
And my wife all of a sudden goes, "Oh, you know what? I want something." So she comes up to me, "Get me a coffee."
Sure.
She's technically cutting the
That's
line.
not. You know, it's not the same thing.
Well,
you know, it is not the same.
Same order. You're just adding to that.
Well, this
person's
is what I'm
order.
kind of doing.
You're not. You know, it's not the same.
I
What
mean,
if
I'd be pissed, but I guess I don't know if you know each other, so I would just assume
All right,
you know each other.
let's say I go up to the guy and go, "Hey, man,
Mm-hmm.
hey, bro, pretend we're married. Buy me my sandwich."
All right. Here's what I would do. I would say, all right, we have to make out right now.
Can I get my sandwich first?
No, if you tongue kiss me, you can have this Arby's sooner than you could have it before.
All right, so I got to tongue blast his mouth.
You're gonna want to go make out before the sandwich, just in general.
So I got to tongue blast his mouth.
Yeah, in front of everybody too.
All right.
And then everyone gets to take their phones out and film it.
And then he films
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
But I get I missed my flight.
Oh, too late. But we got a nice passionate kiss out of it, didn't we? Look, everyone eating at an airport.
We're
is
going to go heated rivalry at the food court.
Most people eating at an airport are in a rush, right?
Yeah.
Unless you are sitting down at like the Chili's in the Atlanta airport.
Yeah.
You are grabbing something, you're choking it down, and you're moving. If I am standing in line, waiting my turn, at one of these long-ass airport food counters, and I see someone cut in front of someone, I'm telling you right now, TSA will be dragging me out of that spot.
But I wonder if it's technically not illegal
I don't-
or an offense where they could tell you to stop.
They probably can't. I don't know.
No.
I doubt there's a law regulating a line in a food court.
Line
But
rules.
it's not about legal or illegal.
Well, I'm saying, like, let's say I just literally cut in line.
Mhm.
Like, just.
Oh, in front of somebody without
Yeah.
saying anything.
Yeah. I mean, they could probably say, it's disorderly conduct. They could probably throw you out, right?
Well, like if it leads to like an argument or
Right.
something.
Well, it would.
Yeah.
My favorite part of the show is when you just guess
know.
charges. Why would that be
They come to
disorderly
arrest
conduct?
you.
Because, like, you're calling.
Define disorderly conduct.
Here's conduct.
Yeah.
And I was getting out of control.
Mm.
It's conduct unbecoming of a food purchaser.
Officer,
person.
your food officer.
And I'm on my bicycle.
Kimmy,
Yeah.
are you okay with what this influencer suggests?
No, because I always go by the statement or the question, what if everybody did this?
Oh, here we go.
Because it's one
That's
thing
every
for like
mom.
one desperate person to come in and try to get food because they're gonna miss their flight. Okay, but like if that becomes like a regular thing, I mean, I don't know what would stop other people from jumping in and doing it that maybe weren't as desperate to get to that flight.
The fact that this influencer,
Yeah.
who again says that and suggests other people when they are late for a connecting flight, cuts in front of someone in line, the whole line, grabs someone in the front and says, I will pay for your meal if you let me in front of you right now.
Cool.
The fact that they have not been beaten within an inch of their life at the airport is the shock of the century.
Yeah.
Because tensions are already high in any
Yeah.
airport. And that is a line of hungry people. You're stressed.
Oh,
you're
yeah.
hungry. Now, some obnoxious dick who thinks they're too good to follow the rules pulls this move. Oh, my God.
But obviously, the person at the front of the line loves it though because they get a free meal.
So
out of it.
let's talk about that. And the
Right.
phone number is 252-WCMF, 252-9263. I'm going to start with Kimmy.
All right.
Kimmy,
Yeah.
let's say you're in this airport.
Yeah.
You are 2 spots away
Yep.
at Sbarro.
And, she loves her some Sbarro.
I mean, look, it's authentic New York style pizza.
Oh, the best.
Kimmy, this person comes up to you and goes, listen, I'm late for my connecting flight.
Yeah.
I will buy your meal if you
Yeah.
let me cut in front of you. There is a line of 13 people behind
Yeah.
you. Are you letting them in?
I probably am.
Oh,
Because I'm too
Free meal.
When somebody catches me off guard like that, my first instinct is to be polite. So I think even though I don't want to do it and haven't thought about it in the moment, I might be like, okay. Yeah, sure.
She's lying. She just wants that free pizza.
Hell yeah,
Give me
man.
snacks.
I'm serious. Like, I just think that I would sense their desperation and feel bad saying no.
But what
in the
about
moment.
but you're not going to sense the anger of the people behind
you? Will
you?
After you've
What
already
if they have
made
a hungry
the decision.
child?
Who cares?
It'll be
No,
too
the
late.
hungry child doesn't get her meal now.
There's
because-
hungry children in line behind back here.
That's my point.
It'll be too late
Oh, I
by
thought you
the
meant with
time
the-
I
No, no,
really
yeah.
realize
Sorry.
what I've done here.
The people directly behind you will hear what you are doing.
Yeah.
Do you want to have to explain yourself to them while you are stuck in front of them in line?
Nope. I'm just gonna face forward and hope I don't ever have to see them.
What if they
again.
tap you on the shoulder? What do you do now?
I don't know. This person made me do it,
They literally just heard what
Made
happened.
me do it.
and I also would worry if they're asking me and there's a couple more people in front of me in line. Like they are just gonna hop in front of me to the next person, and then I'm gonna be waiting longer.
All right, Tommy.
All right.
Same scenario.
All right, I'm in Kimmy's spot there.
Yep. Again, this influencer filmed a video.
Yeah.
Says that when she's late for a connecting flight and is hungry and doesn't have enough time to stand in line to get food at airport food courts, she will go to someone in the front of the line, say, if you let me cut you, I will pay for your meal. And she says it's worked every single time. She walks up to you.
Yeah.
You're third from the front. There are 13 people behind you, and she offers the same deal. Would you let her cut? in
Oh,
line?
hell yeah. Oh, yeah. She's going to buy my meal.
You're not concerned at all about the people behind you.
Here's what I'll do.
What?
I turn around and go, hey, you know what? I'm gonna pay it forward.
How? You're going to buy the person's meal behind you?
Yeah.
Then how are you making out?
I don't, actually. I say I'm going to do it, and then
What?
No, but you'd be waiting for your
I do-
food while they're ordering.
I go
Yeah.
total
No, but-
stolen
You're gonna see
valor.
the
Again,
person.
and
hey,
then I
What if they're on the same
slip.
flight?
Hey, no, forget flight. Dumbass, your
I would
food
lie.
will not be ready by the time they're
No.
paying for the meal.
I
You're
know.
sitting there
I know,
staring
but I
at
would
them.
lie and just say that.
No, but now you're actually going to cause a legitimate fight. You've
That's
pissed
the
them off
worst.
twice.
That's the worst thing you can
How
do.
are you so bad at this?
I don't know.
How are you so
Some
bad at
talent
life?
like anything.
It's not, though.
I think that Tommy and I, in general, though, are too much. We're cowards, so
Oh, yeah.
we won't say no.
And
I'm
I'm
too
also a
afraid to be
line
like,
cutter.
no.
So I kind of know where the cat's coming from. You know what I mean?
I think being
Like I want to help it. I want to help a fellow cutter.
I think being a coward would lead you logically to not let them
No.
cut. I'm more afraid of
When
13 people than I am of one.
But,
Yeah, but he's
they're the
asking
ones,
me.
Yeah, they're the ones confronting me.
Yeah, you had the
so-
balls to step up. It takes balls to do what this girl's doing.
Look,
by
no,
the
it
way,
doesn't. It's
by the way, a
it's-
girl can get away with this way easier. Because when you said this, I had some smug, rich boy doing this,
She's a
like 25.
this is a smug, rich 25-year-old girl.
I think a girl could get away with this easier than a guy. To me.
Look, I am not letting this person cut in
No, of
line
course not.
on principle.
Let me tell you something.
But past that, the fear of the people behind me in line, even if I wanted to let her do this, would keep me from ever letting this happen. Look, short of some heartstring story where, like you said, it's a mom with a young kid, an elderly person needs to take meds, so I need food, I can justify that. You cannot justify what this person is doing. And I find it very hard to believe this person who says it works every time has not had someone look them in the face and tell them, go F yourself.
Well, I mean, the person they're asking?
Yes.
I think I think when she sweetens the deal where she's going to buy your food, that's why. I could believe that. Because they're getting a free meal out of it.
So wait a minute.
So you are getting something for your effort.
We're that food motivated that we are willing to risk.
You know what you pay at the airport, the markup? We've talked about it. It's insane.
The markup. Now you're talking economics?
Oh, my God. It's so much.
Bro,
the goddamn sandwiches, $20. They throw it at you.
I would rather pay double airport prices than risk an argument with someone in line behind me at an airport.
Don't even get me started with booze.
Oh, my God. But I hear they'll double it for $2 more.
They do.
252 WCMF, 252-9263. Let's talk to Jeremy. Hey, Jeremy, how are you, buddy?
Good, how are you?
Good, bud. What do you got?
Well, normally I travel with the family. Sometimes I travel for business. But when somebody would offer me that, my order changes. I'm going big.
You're going a full pizza from Sbarro.
You're getting some extra stuff.
Exactly. I'm ordering big. And the 13 people behind me, I'll never see them again.
You know, you don't have to ever see them again.
Making them pay interest.
You don't ever have to see them again to get punched in the face in the moment, Jeremy.
Well, you know what? I'm the youngest of 9. I've got punched a lot. So it wouldn't bother me as much.
All right, no.
The only uncomfortable thing I would think of is that person that I let that person cut in, they're sitting next to me on that flight.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there is no guarantee you'll never see these people.
That is true.
There is no guarantee. And by the way, you say you'll never see these people again. If you're getting on a flight to Rochester, that person could be someone you see on a regular basis.
Again.
You just don't know it yet.
Oh, you're
Jeremy.
at that crappy part of the airport?
Jeremy, thanks for the call, buddy. Have a good rest of the day. This is insane. This is absolutely insane. And the fact that there are people justifying it. Bill writes us on Instagram.
What's he saying?
Duffy on WCMF, easiest way to get us. He says, I've been doing this for years at any place there's a line. Lilac Festival for Kettle Corn, or where there's a line, especially at airports. I've never had a problem, and I look at it as helping someone else out with a free meal. Shut up, you douche.
Well, you are paying it forward a little bit. You are buying a meal. But that kettle corn line is insanely long.
It goes so fast. They just put the corn in the bag.
It starts at my house.
But that's also a situation where, like, you're just doing it because you're impatient. It's not like you have to be somewhere when you're waiting in the kettle corn line.
Yeah.
But that smell does hit you, man.
Look, man, this is the definition of entitlement. Yeah. I have the money to not wait in a line, therefore I will not.
Yes.
That's what this says.
Yeah.
Like, it's the douchiest thing you can effing do.
Yeah, but douches eat first, bro. They get their meal.
Okay. Also,
they also have their weekends free.
As far as the brilliance of this life hack goes, think of the money you would have to spend to get what you want.
Every time.
But you're worried about missing a flight, which would cost you a fortune.
Okay.
True.
Because that's what this is based on, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, you're
missing a flight.
This is a layover.
Or you could just not eat.
I was gonna say, if you were really that worried about it, you just skip
but then you get that
general.
crappy ass food.
Or just grab some snack from one of those little.
What if my blood sugar's
shops?
going up and down?
No, she's right.
Diabetic.
She's right. Every single
grab
airport.
an energy bar or whatever.
Yeah, you can run into a Hudson News. The only place Hudson News still exists is at an airport.
Line. Yeah.
Thank you.
Want to get a bag of nuts?
No, get some beef jerky. Get some protein in you.
Oh, you got to get nuts and jerky?
You got some nuts and jerky? Well, your mom's dead, so you can't have it. I also, the other thing that, with this woman saying, I do this every time and it works every time. How do you know the person in line is just buying for themselves? Because you brought up the whole.
Yeah, you're taking a risk.
Look, when we're getting food in the airport and we travel as a family, we don't stand in line as a family. I stand in line and I get food for everybody. So you're looking at me thinking maybe you're going to spend $30 on airport food.
You could be orders coming.
Yes, you could be spending $80 to $100.
Yeah,
and once you make the offer, you can't take it back. Is $100 plus your food worth it?
Does she post this stuff?
No, she posted a video. The video that she posted, it turns out the guy that she cut in line, like the person that she asked, was sitting next to her on her next flight, and they were both eating like a chicken from Boston Market together. They were like, hey, look at us. We're chicken buddies. And I'm looking at this video, man. I am seething. I am seething with anger.
Wait, they brought a whole damn chicken on a plane?
They brought a whole chicken on a plane. One of the worst
jealous.
Samuel Jackson movies of all time.
There's too many effing chickens on this flight.
Get these mother effing chickens off these.
my plane.
Did you say there's too many chickens on this flight?
I thought there was too many snakes on this flight. Plane?
What?
I never saw the movie.
Get these mother effing
Snakes?
off this mother effing plane.
Wait, all right.
Snakes on a plane.
Snakes on the plane.
As opposed to checking out a flight, a Tommy Muley joint. We got more Instagram messages coming in. Duffy on WCMF, easiest way to do it. Tasha writes, someone's going to take the deal, so it might as well be you. There's strength in numbers, guys. Bundle of sticks is hard to break.
One person's going to fall.
Okay, so that's why you guys make me.
I just don't think, I mean, I would think in that moment, I'll just do it because somebody else is going to, or they'll end up in front of me, which is going to delay my food.
I think
even
how
more.
delicious a free meal tastes. Oh, it's delicious.
You know what?
No tax, no nothing.
Like, I felt bad about wanting to, like, go after the two people in this situation in front of me in the line that would allow this to happen.
Yeah, yeah.
But listening to you two describe why you would do it, I don't feel bad anymore. I would have no problem just lighting you up.
Yeah, but just skirting around things, cutting through things, in and out. It's so nice.
I get so mad when I see people cutting, but if somebody stood in front of me and cut on purpose and didn't even say anything, I'm not.
You're not going to say a thing if they cut in front of you in a line?
Nope.
So
the line starts in the back.
I'm going to sit there and my anger will build up on the inside, but I'm not saying anything to somebody that I'm going to have to stand there with for who knows how long.
You wouldn't say anything if they just stepped in front of you? They're not offering to pay.
Little old ladies do this all the time, by the way, and I never say anything.
Okay, the little old lady.
They'll wedge their cart right in there.
Old men and old ladies at Pittsford Wegmans, they didn't even look at you.
I got no problem going, excuse me, line's back there.
I don't exist.
Line starts back there.
She'll pull a knit needle on your ass.
Bring it on. I got quick hands, bud. No, I'm not going to let someone cut in front of me.
Anything.
The line starts in the back.
Yeah. We're trying to have a society here.
Don't cut.
We are
trying to have a society.
We are trying to have a society. What is the problem with saying, excuse me, the line starts back there?
Excuse me.
Well, I wouldn't say it like that.
Excuse me.
I wouldn't say it like that.
Girl.
I would say,
girl,
excuse
go
me.
to the back of the line.
Excuse me.
Girl.
Excuse me, miss, gal.
Or madam.
Milady.
No, I'm not saying nothing.
Okay.
Because I also do it,
If you cut in
Especially
line.
if it's somebody scary looking, too. Did I say a scary person?
Scary.
No, you know what I'm saying. Like, they look like a lunatic.
What? You're a lunatic.
Yeah, but I'm not scary. I'm a soft lunatic.
Okay.
I'm like a soft-centered lunatic.
Like, cutter in line is like a top 5 worst kind of person you can be. And I'm including, like, serial killers in that list. Like,
so you have, like, the Manson family, then me.
No, I would go you, Manson family.
Oh.
Yeah.
I kind of like that.
Like, I'm serious, man. Like, when it comes to, like, personality flaws, line cutter is infuriating.
I've seen it happen at every event, too.
Okay.
The best
Even
part,
funerals.
The best part is when you cut in line.
Yeah.
And the person that got pissed, this happened at that funeral I was at.
Yeah.
Like, they were going around trying to make a case to, like, about me.
Yeah, you cut in line at a funeral.
Yeah.
At a viewing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they were like openly trying to like recruit people. I've already cut. I've already seen the casket.
But the funny thing about this, and like with cutters like you, like when you do it, you think you've like unlocked some brilliant scheme. Not that you're like
yeah, but you've lost.
No,
man.
but you did. No, like the way
I touched the casket before you lost, and I'm going home.
No,
now.
and this is what I'm talking about. Like the way you do it, it's like you unlocked some like massive brain power move that nobody else thought of. No, everybody else is just a decent person.
They are, and that's when you want to take advantage.
Okay,
that's when you make your move.
You know what? Now, this next guy we're going to talk about, I wish it would have been you. I wish it would have been you. Because this is one of your biggest faux pas, man. Like, this bothers you more than anything else.
What kind of paw?
Well, that's just it.
Oh, yeah.
When we tell you what this man is accused of doing, if you were to do a criminal profile on someone that was most likely to do this, it might be impossible. Because when I saw this initially and I saw the age, I go, that's a little old in the tooth, long in the tooth. But
you think it could just be anybody?
Well, now that I'm thinking about it, yeah.
You could do it at any age?
Maybe.
Okay.
Is there someone more likely to do this than somebody else? We'll tell you what this man was arrested for, and we'll do it next here in the break room on CMF. This is one of Tommy Milet's biggest gross-outs.
Oh.
And you're not alone here. It's gotten one man arrested for allegedly doing it. But this crime...
it's a crime.
Well, it is a crime. It's hard to profile your typical suspect because this man could be way too old for something like this. He could also be the exact type of guy who would do something like this. You're hanging out in the break room, Rochester's Classic Rock 96.5, WCMF. We will jump right into it.
What happened?
A 47-year-old man has been arrested and charged with harassment in Batavia. Police say he got into an argument with another person, and we don't have any details about said argument. What we do know, however, according to authorities, during the argument, the 47-year-old man spit in someone's face.
Hey, God.
Gross.
It looks like it happened outdoors, too.
Why does that make a difference?
Well, bar scene,
Yeah.
I get it. Someone I get it, but like it makes to me, it's like, is this a neighbor? And all of a sudden, you just hawked a loogie in his face.
And it changes the dynamic.
Yeah. So the guy's got a court date coming up to answer for the charges. This bothers you a bunch.
Oh, spitting. It doesn't bother you?
No, I mean, it's not that it doesn't bother you. It's just weird for all the gross things we talk about. This, you will audibly go, the whole time.
I mean, like, to launch it in somebody's face is so personally, yeah.
For that to be your go-to move, like whether it's spitting or biting, I always think like, why do you think? Did you one day decide like this is how I'm going to handle things?
Well,
or does that just come naturally?
I do think a spitter and a biter are two very different people.
No, I know they are, but I'm saying with both of those things, though, I always look at it like, how did you grow to do that?
Okay,
as a move.
I've only been spit on by women. I never had a man spit on me, but I have had women enraged spit on me. Have you?
No one has ever spit on me in my life.
Oh. But you're also tall, so you would have known. Would have been on your shirt, which was always full of stains anyway when you were fat. But, like, it is
What did I do?
Well, I don't know. But, like, when these chicks spit on me, man, it was, like, so, like, and it happened a couple of times, but, like, every time it happened, I never saw it coming.
There have been multiple women who have spit on you out of anger.
Oh, yeah. Twice married.
Wait, two of your wives spit on you?
No. Oh. My first wife, in anger, spit on me twice. And we lived in a small condo apartment, so it was like,
oh my God,
what do I do here? Like, do I leave? But I got nowhere to go.
Wipe off your face is what I would do.
Well, yeah, but it's like, and you're intimate with this person, so it shouldn't really discuss you too much.
Sure.
But it wasn't fun intimate. You know what I mean?
Well, some people are actually into that.
Well, yeah, and maybe I would have been if it would have been like, hey, you want me to spit on you?
How do you know she wasn't trying something new and just didn't let you know?
Yeah, she was mad.
The problem with spitting being your go-to move too, it doesn't always work the way you think it's going to. Like, you could be like drooling on yourself, or it doesn't project the way you think it's going to. Like, it takes a little effort to get a good loogie in.
But but they get angry, man. That spit is like precise. It's a dart of spit when it hits you, and you feel it.
It's adrenaline spit.
It is. Well, they're mad.
All right, so here's the thing. When it comes to getting spit on, this sucks more than people know because outside of your wife spitting on you.
Yeah, and the girls, too.
You have to go right to the hospital and get a bunch of stuff done if someone spits on you.
Well, because you don't know what they got in that spit, bro.
Exactly. You're at a potential risk for a whole bunch of physical ailments.
Yeah.
And then comes the bitch move of just someone spitting in your face. Like, it's not even – it's obviously disrespect, but it's past that. It's such a soft move to spit in someone's face. Okay. With all that being said, we have this 47-year-old man west of us in Batavia, arrested for spitting in someone else's face. How do you feel about a 47-year-old spitter? Is that too old for a face spitting?
You would think. Like, that's your move, man.
Well, see, that's what I'm trying to figure out when I saw this story last night. Is a man more likely to be a spitter the older he gets, or is spitting more of a young man thing? 252-WCMF, 252-9263.
Since I've only received it from the ladies, they were all young.
Okay.
I've never been spit on by an old lady. Because you'd probably get hit with like a tooth or something. Some poly grip.
Spit's just not there anymore.
Dislodge.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah.
And we'll start with Kimmy.
Yeah.
Kimmy, if we were going to do a criminal profile of what a spitter as a man looks like, describe to me that man.
I don't know why, but like my first, the first person I picture is somebody who looks like Terrible Time Timmy.
Ooh.
What a terrible thing to say.
You know what it is? It's a guy that isn't physically imposing. in any way? Because that's why spitting is their go-to move.
I kind of had a thinner dude.
Why are you hurting Terrible Time Timmy like
It's
this?
not
He's
Timmy.
very moist.
I don't think Timmy would ever do something like that. I'm picturing a guy
No, but
like
you're just
Timmy.
A skinny guy.
crushing his manhood.
Like
Somebody-
a guy that's very yeah. So what she's saying is somebody's not only thin, he's underweight.
She's describing you.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yeah,
I
and
try to
Tommy.
get the weight
And
down.
Tommy.
No, I mean she's saying you're a spitter.
Like
Well,
a
no, I
guy
Which is why
that's-
you became so unpopular on the floor when you were in high school. Nobody wanted to hang out with Tommy.
Like a
He's
guy
spitter.
that's not going to scare you by his looks or like his, it doesn't look like he's going to overpower you.
Yeah.
So I got to use
It's a gross
another tactic.
Do you agree with her criminal profile? Is there anything you like to
I
add?
had it's funny she said that because I also had like some kind of like thin dude,
Okay.
kind of wiry, but nobody's gonna take him serious.
Okay.
A thin dude who can run away quickly after doing it.
All right. The phone number is 252-WCMF, 252-9263. It feels to me, and feel free to jump in if I'm wrong, there is no way to criminally profile a spitter. You know what a guy who carries brass knuckles look like. We already have that in our head.
Yeah.
You have an idea of what a guy swinging a sword at you would look like, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
But spitting,
Everybody got spit.
but it seems more like a state of mind. Like, to your
Oh.
point, Kimmy, a move that was implanted in you when you were young.
Yeah.
Or
like
where
you've
you
done
live.
it before.
Yeah, like, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, where you live, how you grow up, what your economic background is, that does not play a part in whether or not you were a spitter. It is just in you or it is not in you. Because there are busted spitters, there are spitters with money,
Yeah.
city spitters, country spitters, even spitters with chicken pox.
Well, stay away from that one.
Yeah, it's a dangerous
You're
one,
gonna get sick.
right?
Yeah,
I
you
will
could
say
do like
this.
that I spit down at you kind of spit.
I
Like that
spit on
snooty
your
spit.
face. When did it become?
Snooty spit.
Because like when did spitting become an assault charge? Because I don't think, for my generation, somebody spitting on somebody else would be considered an assault.
Can we get a Google on that, Kimmy?
Because like I'm not going to punch you, so I'm going to spit on you, so I don't get in trouble.
Oh, that was a move back in the day?
Yes, I'm going back 60s, 70s.
Okay. Well, see, maybe it was always assault. It's just you never called the cops because
Right,
you're a
nobody
soft-ass
did.
bitch.
Yeah, and maybe the cops wouldn't even know what to do here. Like, well, he just spit on you. What do you want me to do?
It's also possible even now with it being a charge, the majority of spit victims aren't going to call the cops.
All right.
I don't know. I mean, I would.
I mean, this is before, you could get a disease from being spit
well, no,
on.
you could always get a disease.
But we didn't know that. Like, but like once things like AIDS showed up like that,
but you
people
can't
got,
get AIDS through spitting.
But we didn't know that. But
Okay.
that was the concern. That
Okay.
was the scare.
All right.
The exchange of body fluids, you could get sick.
Sure. Okay.
I
I
don't
don't know.
know.
You tell me. You were alive. Kimmy's got it.
Okay. So it kind of seems like it's always been recognized as a form of, quote, offensive touching. But in 2007, the 9th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals ruled that intentionally spitting on someone is an offensive touching rising to the level of simple assault.
Okay. So that means somebody.
So 07.
No, but here's the thing. 07, it's a
Seems
court.
like you could still get in trouble
Yeah, but now
before
it's-
then, but they made it like kind of an official.
Hear me
Okay.
out. It's a court case,
Yeah.
right? So that means I would assume states could state by state decide if
Yeah.
it was assault, which means somebody got an assault charge for spitting,
Yes.
took it to court and tried to argue it wasn't assault, and it ended up being appealed to a federal court.
Look at
That's
that.
what that sounds like to me.
Damn.
Like, how soft do you have
That's
to be?
one hell of a spit.
But, like, not just to spit, but then to be like, no, it wasn't assault. I'm going to use my lawyer to get out of this. See, before we started this conversation,
Yeah.
and you shared with everyone that your first wife spit on you twice, I would have thought men were far more likely to spit than women were. Kimmy, right? Am I wrong there?
Like spit on somebody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never met a woman spitter.
Oh.
I feel like it could go both ways.
Have you ever spit on?
You don't. No, but I feel like I've seen women spit on people, like on
You have?
TV.
I've
I don't
on
know.
TV.
No, I guess I've never seen anybody get spit on in person.
Okay.
Period.
Like, it would make sense for women to be spitters because it's less violent and more effective, but it's also super gross.
But it
Oh,
could
yeah.
also be like if a woman spits on you, like what Tommy just said, you may never say anything, so you're never going to hear about it.
Okay, good
because
point.
It might be embarrassing, or you want to be done with it. I don't know.
Could it be that women are afraid to hawk a loogie in front of other people? Because that's
No.
pretty gross.
No, I
So-
think once you're to that point, you're probably not.
I mean, the
worried
first
about
two, by the way, they don't really haul up like that.
What do
don't
they do?
haul. It's just boom.
She said something ready to go.
Boom. Yeah. And when my first wife spit on me, it was 2 times in the house. And then I was spit on. Oh, God. This is like, yeah. So I have like 4. So the other 2 were outside.
I love how we're doing behind the
Outside
loogie with
spit.
Well, I
Tommy
had to
Mueller.
think about it because I forgot another one when I was at work. So, yeah.
Well, that happens to a lot of people where you forget how many women at work spit on you.
I'm old, man. I got
I promise you,
a few spit stories.
I promise you, there is no man that can hear your voice right now that has been spit on 4 times by a woman.
Wait, that makes me king spit.
I wouldn't argue that.
Is that a thing you want to be?
I will say this.
Well, no, I mean, it makes sense genetically, too. Like, he's king spit. His mom was queen swallow. Big bird fan, Kimmy. Big bird watcher. You were saying, I'm sorry. What?
I say they got to be really, really mad at you. Like, you can't believe.
Yeah, no kidding.
Obviously.
No, like, picture the maddest you've ever seen a woman at you and turn it up to 11, man. Because, like, and if you laugh, and the one time I laughed at that, like, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Well, they did it. Yeah.
I have a question. Was the woman who spit on you more angry at you than the woman who drove her car at you? Who was more mad?
Oh, the car, for sure. But the chick, and this is kind of weird, too, the chick that spit on me at work was smoking at the time, and she did, like, the most manly thing, like, she flicked a cigarette, got in my face, and boom, and spit in my face. And I was like,
that's a move right there.
Like, it was like I was confronting, like, a biker gang.
You're describing, like, several Pornhub videos. You know that, right?
Probably,
like,
but I mean,
there are guys getting aroused listening to you describe this right now.
Yeah, but the chick that was going to run me over, also a smoker, and was smoking while she was driving. So maybe
Wait,
something.
she had a cigarette in her hand while she tried to run you over.
Oh yeah, the other chick like flicked the cigarette out and like got in my face like she was gonna like.
You're
stab
lucky
me.
they didn't use that cigarette as a weapon.
I know.
You could have multiple scars.
I don't know how I'm here. I really don't.
We're all disappointed you made it. 252 WCMF. Again, we're talking about this 47-year-old man out in Batavia. He was arrested during an argument, after an argument, while he spit in the face of somebody else, assault, all that stuff, charges coming up. All right, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Let's say you found out a buddy is a spitter.
Okay, like assault.
Yeah, you watched him spit in someone else's face during an argument.
Yeah.
Is that the end of that friendship with a
Yeah,
buddy? You can't be friends with that guy?
That really grosses me
You
out,
have been
man.
friends with some of the worst people.
Yes, I have.
You've defended the terrible actions of those men.
Yes, I have.
And spitting is too far.
It's so gross. It's so nasty. The human mouth is nastier than your ass, man.
It's not.
There's more bacteria in your mouth.
No,
it's
not true.
The rim of your ass.
It's not true because
the rim of your ass is cleaner than the rim of your mouth.
That is not true. None of that is true.
Ask anybody that works with like in a
asses
lab.
and mouths.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Get Tommy's mom on the phone. Queen Swallow.
Jesus.
No, it's how she's in the Rolodex, in the Bird Watching Foundation Rolodex. I mean, look, okay, let's say you didn't see him spit in somebody's face.
He's just telling you a story.
You heard he did it to somebody
That
else.
still bothers me.
Okay.
I mean, I'd rather have that, but I couldn't hang with a guy that does that. That's a sick dude.
Kimmy, would you be able to be
brags?
If you watch a girlfriend of yours spit in somebody's face, could you still be friends with them?
I might question some things, especially if they were somebody that I've never seen get to that point.
Okay.
It might scare me a little bit.
All right.
I'd feel more uncomfortable if it was like physical violence.
So the punch would bother you more than the spit.
Yeah.
The spit would bother you more than the punch.
And also why you did it. Like, what was the story behind it? Like, was it even worth that much anger?
If it
to
felt like
spit
an
on
overreaction,
somebody? You know what I mean?
I might be a little bit like, whoa.
But I would argue all spitting's an overreaction. Like, I can't think of a situation where spitting instead of if you were that angry and you were willing to throw a punch, why not just do that?
Okay, I agree.
Not that I'm encouraging violence, but like if you're at a point where you have to do something for whatever reason in your mind, like the spitting doesn't take skill. You don't have to be tough to spit.
Well, you got to nail it, man. I mean, you got to get in there.
Compared to
Oh yeah, sure, stabbing, shooting.
No,
sure.
not stabbing or shooting. Like hand-to-hand combat.
Okay.
You don't have to be tough. It doesn't take wit or smarts, right, to spit. It's just I'm with you. It's just gross.
And here's the other thing, like, what really pissed me off in my situations. I didn't start anything. I wasn't threatening anything. They were just pissed off of what they walked in on.
Okay.
Or what I said.
What can I ask you? Can I ask you? The 2 times your first wife spit on you, do you remember why she was so angry?
Okay, so one was porn.
She found your porn?
I was watching porn.
She walked in on you watching porn.
Yeah, and I was in full party mode, bro. And it was the 19th. And she was
Wait, did she? I have a question. Yeah. How quickly after she caught you did she spit on you?
Well, she was here's what. All right, so I'm watching porn.
And this is VHS?
Yeah. This is the old top loader Panasonic on a Sony
Yeah,
Trinitron.
you can't stop that quickly.
Top shelf. There's no remote, man. You would have to physically get up, and I'm in no position to get up to stop this. And she comes in. I thought she was coming home. And there I am, man. I'm in full stroke mode. It's the 1970s, man. I'm watching some good stuff here. And she got pissed off, and then she saw what I was looking at, and she flipped out. It was like lesbian strap-on stuff, and I'd never seen that before.
We didn't ask.
And she was like so grossed out, and then she started like making it all personal about her.
Why don't you like me with strap-ons?
Well, it was like, this is what you like. You don't love me. This is what you love.
Okay.
Okay, but you had to have said something though that pissed her off even more.
I'm sure. I can't remember.
Okay.
I'm literally like I had my whole setup. You know what I mean? You know how like when you're all set up.
Yeah.
I got a drink. I got tissue. I got some hand loving over here, man. And it's
okay.
So relaxed and so nice. And the door flies open, and I'm like cold. Cops busted.
Do you remember the second one?
So the second one was an argument, and I said something about her sister.
Okay.
And it involved strap-ons.
No, not at all. And like I insulted her family, and she got pissed off. It was after her sister got into an accident.
Okay.
Wait, the one that she ended up in the hospital?
Yes. And it was after that, and I think it's when we got home, and she started like defending her sister. I'm like, oh man, this chick's a skank, and she was out skanking. I basically said she was out skanking around, and she was probably high, and I said maybe full of some stuff too, and that's when, boom. So I made a batch joke.
Yeah, I can't.
On her sister that was in the hospital.
I can't
at her car.
be upset with this woman in any way.
No.
Don't defend her. I'm your buddy.
Yeah.
You never met this girl. Trust me. I was dead on with my description of her sister.
Let's all take a break so we can recalibrate.
Not often you shock us with a story, but
Oh, well, thank you.
every now and then.
It was the 70s, man. Different rules.
Nope. Same rules.
We didn't even have spit rules until 2007.
Again, you didn't listen. That's not the case.
I caught it. It was in court.
Okay. Yeah, we're just talking about cutting in front of someone in an airport to get food.
Yeah.
United, the airline, has decided they were going to change a rule that is really pissing people off.
Oh.
What you are now not allowed to do in the air. One, it's amazing to me that passengers were allowed to do this for this long.
What are they doing?
But past that, there's a flaw in this logic.
Oh.
Because if I start doing this in the middle of the flight, what are you going to do?
Oh. Okay.
Next, here in the break room. Let's see you, It's weird this wasn't policy before.
Oh.
And don't get me wrong. I think this is a good idea. Everybody hates this if you are stuck on an airplane and somebody's doing it.
Yeah.
That being said, if I'm going to violate this policy, what are you going to do?
Okay.
What can you do?
Oh.
You're hanging out in the break room. Rochester's Classic Rock 96.5. WCMF. United Airlines announced yesterday they are changing their ticket terms of service to restrict anyone from watching a phone, tablet, laptop without headphones on a plane.
Okay.
So
you
you
can't be just blasting it.
You got it. Yeah, like if there is audio, you cannot have that audio out for everyone else to hear. You have to have it with headphones on. And United says if you forgot your headphones, no big deal. We will provide headphones for you free of charge.
All right.
You got that.
So there's no issue.
They are now the only airline to do this. I am surprised this wasn't already a policy.
All right.
I mean, maybe it's just one of those unwritten rules kind of thing.
Well, apparently not, because they had to make a policy to keep people from doing it.
Like the only ones I ever see, like I've ever seen do it is mostly little kids.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Sometimes you hear like wacky noises coming from.
But
one of
even
those
some
live
now,
ones.
even the little kids have like full headsets on.
Yeah, I haven't noticed that in a long time.
Yeah.
Somebody listening.
You
got to
be a real. It's got to be somebody my age.
No, bro. So I go get my lunch every day.
Yeah.
Every day there will be someone either between like 20 and 40 that will be watching a video while eating lunch full blast.
So that doesn't make any, because I get guys my age not getting it, but like your age, you've had this technology for so long, you should know.
They just don't care.
Apparently.
But like, I'm with you, man. It drives me nuts.
It would also be distracting to me to watch something like that out with a lot of other noise around. I want to hear it.
Yeah.
I mean, these people are in their own heads. Well, I think it's also different too with like the attention span of a younger person. Like
Yeah.
I can watch a video in public out loud and not be like I can focus on that.
I couldn't.
All right. That being said,
Yeah.
as much as I am 100% in agreement with this policy, I think it's a good idea. The way they're going to enforce it, they say, if you are caught listening to tablet, phone, laptop without headphones, you will be removed from the flight.
Oh man, that's serious.
All right, but question. How are you going to do that if we're already in the air?
I think they dropped out at 10,000 feet. Let the cabin pressure did.
Because, like, it doesn't say you're banned from United forever.
Yeah.
It just says you will be removed from the flight. So once the plane starts moving, you can't really enforce your policy.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
Maybe there are consequences if, like, let's say you're getting on another flight.
Okay.
To that same airline. Maybe they don't let you on the next flight. But I doubt they, like, land the plane early.
They're
over this
obviously
issue.
not going to land the
No.
plane early. But, Kimmy, it doesn't say that they can, like, they're going to ban you from another flight
Yeah.
either. It just says remove from the
Okay.
flight. And maybe you're right. Maybe that's what they'll move. But I guess if I have a one-way flight or I'm on my way home and I want to be a dick, right?
Yeah.
I'm flying from, Miami to Rochester. And on that flight home, I'm not going to fly for another couple months. I turn it on. Like, you can't do anything to me.
No, but when I wonder how far they push it, to get you to stop. If you keep being a dick about it.
Well, I can just keep saying no.
But they could like start because you ever seen like when a stewardess gets like really stern with you?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like how far do they go? Like does she break out the cuffs and start twirling them in her hand?
But again, it's
You
not.
want to play? You want to dance?
Oh, she's a Brooklyn stewardess.
Yeah.
But it's not illegal, so it's not like you can detain me.
No, you can't.
I don't mean to be that guy that's like, I'm not even breaking it
Well, I don't
off."
know. Like in the air, like the captain is the captain of the whole damn plane. So if he says you've got to do it, you got to do it. If you disobey the captain, you are violating something.
You
right?
just made all of that up.
Yeah. Sounds pretty cool though.
No, like again, I would. How
But
does
I
your
think
brain?
I-
No, how does your brain work? You just started.
Captain says.
You just started a sentence. You made up a whole bunch of policy and then looked at me and went, right?
Right.
No.
No, but if the captain says you got to put that down. Like the same way you
Put
have
that
to.
down.
Okay, so that's the same way they say you got to put your tray table away, you got to put your seat up, you got to go in airplane mode. Let's say I ain't doing that.
All of those things are for safety, though. Those
Right.
those are like laws. Like those aren't just policy.
Well,
That's
they
like
could say you
federal.
can't hear the announcements.
Okay.
If there is a problem, if you have your volume up.
Okay.
Captain says.
But again, that's
So here
not.
comes Sully Sullenberg.
Listen,
You want to mess with that man?
By the way, the pilots don't leave the cockpit anymore. They're locked in there.
No, they can unlock and go to they go to the bathroom.
When you are in flight, they won't come back. When they're flying, they won't come back and deal with passengers. When's the last time you saw a pilot midair come out of the cockpit and deal with a passenger? Is that even? Can you Google that, Kimmy? Is that even allowed?
I thought they did.
When? Again, you're just making up
Recently?
stuff. I can't remember the last time I saw a video of a pilot in midair.
Yeah, but how do they go to the bathroom? They have to come out of the cockpit to
Do
go
they
to the
have a
bathroom.
bathroom in the cockpit?
No.
I've seen them
Sure.
come
They have
out
a
to go to the
cup.
bathroom.
Cup's good for you.
I've seen them come out to go to the bathroom, and I'm always like, so these planes do fly themselves.
There's another pilot in there.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, you're being Tommy now? God, we ruined this poor kid. 252 WCMF. United Airlines changed its terms of service. They will now be throwing you off the plane if you are caught watching a phone, tablet, or laptop without headphones, just the audio going out. But again, if we're in the air, what are you going to do?
Sure.
Tommy says you're going to be arrested and thrown in plane jail because captain says. He also has captains running up and down the aisle while they're flying. Look at me go.
Well, I remember when they
Watch my cartwheel.
We kind of like walked through the plane sometimes
Yeah.
back in the day.
No, I was alive for that too.
Yeah.
Or when you were allowed before.
Yeah, I guess I haven't seen that in a while. We just flew and I haven't seen it.
Before 9/11, if you were a kid, you were allowed to go into the cockpit.
Oh, they let you steer. No, you could sit on the captain's lap and steer.
He was 23 years old when he did it.
Pat.
That was the captain's name.
Captain Pat?
Captain Pat.
You watch any Gladiator movies?
Got a joystick right here to fly the plane and a joystick to make Captain Pat a happy captain. Kimmy, is the pilot allowed to go back and do stuff with the passengers?
Well, don't say it like that. It's like you're going to diddle them.
I mean, it just says
that's economy
they
plus.
they occasionally leave the cockpit to use the passenger lavatories on commercial flights.
Like those long haul ones. They have like.
When a pilot leaves, a flight attendant will secure the area.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a break.
All right.
Speaking of getting on a plane,
Yeah.
your wife's going to be getting on a plane soon.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, big trip.
And she has done something that has you scratching your head.
Yeah, I kind of think this is women do this a lot.
I agree with you. And it's funny, this whole men are from Mars, women are from Venus thing, how different we are. I would argue the biggest difference between men and women is how we prepare for and execute the trips we only take with ourselves.
Yeah.
And we will get into the whole story next here in the break room. On CMF. men and women can be different species at times.
Oh, sure.
And I know we're not like breaking new ground.
No.
However, I think you can make the argument that that difference shows up the most when it is time to take a trip.
Yeah.
Because, Tommy, right now you're witnessing something.
Yes.
Something you can't understand.
No, I cannot.
Something that no group of men taking a trip would ever in a million years
No.
even think of doing.
Yes.
You're hanging out in the break room, Rochester's Classic Rock 96.5, WCMF. Just after 9:30 this morning, everyone is looking to save money on their groceries. We now can tell you, officially, financially, numbers-wise, how you can do that.
Oh, great.
We'll get to that. Also, right now, you can log on to WCMF.com for your chance to win tickets to see the Guess Who with Don Felder, Burton Cummings, and Randy Bachman. Their first tour as the Guess Who in 23 years.
What a show.
They're coming July 7th in Power FCU Amphitheater. Tickets go on sale tomorrow, 10 a.m. at livenation.com. So your wife's getting ready for a trip.
Yeah, so she takes an annual trip with her sisters every year.
Oh, girls trip!
Yeah, so the 4 girls take a annual trip.
The gals.
The gals.
Yeah.
Gal trip. And last night they had a pre-trip meeting at one of her sisters' homes,
Okay.
which I don't get.
So describe pre-trip meeting.
They get together,
Plans
they're going to
and
have
stuff.
dinner, they're going to talk about what they're going to do. They're going to this area. It's going to be a lot of fun. But they're basically talking about the trip and organizing themselves for the. Now, the trip's already booked. The flights are already done. All that's done. They're just going to talk about, I guess, their itinerary and what they're going to do, what they're going to wear.
The extras.
What things they want to do day to day.
What kind of shoes to bring.
Yes.
Okay, so when you told me this, I was just as flabbergasted
Yeah.
as you were. But you, Kimmy, have been like, what?
Yeah. You kind of do one final run through of everything to make sure everybody's on the same page.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you do.
You and your friends, when you take a trip, will physically get together.
Yeah, or we'll do a phone call just to make sure, what level of fancy clothes do I have to bring? Are we
Yes.
gonna do a lot of walking? What kind of activities do we have planned? I gotta know these things because I gotta know what to pack.
So most women who go on a girls' trip will have these meetings before they leave.
I would say, yeah, probably.
Okay.
I mean, you don't kind of have that if you and your wife go somewhere with the kids. You don't have all that stuff lined up or
My
all
wife-
that final talk about what's going on.
My
on the
wife
trip
my wife is taking care of all
No,
of
but let's say, but that's like husband and wife stuff. So let's say Pat and I were going to take a
with
trip.
the boys.
Let's say we're going to go some
Yeah.
radio thing down in Nashville.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nashville Radio. Tommy
All
and
right.
Duffy, take it to town.
I don't think we would, and I'm pretty anal about
Yeah.
everything.
Which is
And
why
Pat-
I'm not sharing a room with him.
Oh, come on, man, have a little fun.
Little anal fun?
Yeah, I watched that strap-on video.
God! Why would you even need that?
That's what she said. Yeah, a little added value. So, if we went down to Nashville, I don't think we would have a big talk about what we're going to do in Nashville.
Of course we wouldn't.
We already know we're going to drink and then go to some seminars if it's some radio thing. But there wouldn't be much of a meeting about it.
Look, here's what it is.
And we're both control freaks.
Yeah.
Okay.
But when guys plan a trip, I'll lay it out for you, Kimmy.
Yeah.
All right. Where do you want to go?
Yeah.
Here's the hotel.
Yeah.
We're done.
Right.
That's the
You
end
don't
of it.
Like
plan,
guys take those golf trips a
Yeah,
lot.
that-
Like
well,
a lot
that's-
of guys go down to Myrtle Beach and golf.
That's what I was going to bring up. My dad has 3 meetings between my brother and husband about their golf trip. They have to plan what courses they want,
Okay.
what time, their tee times, where they're going to stay, all that stuff.
Well, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Is that mostly on your dad
That's your dad.
or on your brother and your husband? Because
well-
let's say your husband and your
Yeah.
and your brother were just going to go.
Yeah.
it
They
sounds-
would still have some planning, I think, just because they want to get on the same flight.
Nope.
They want to make sure their travel
But
plans
this is.
are
But
all
see, here's
lined
the
up.
thing. Their trips
They send
already
each other
booked.
houses, where they're going to stay.
Oh,
Okay, look, I'm with Tommy on this
maybe
one.
we just. Suck.
No, man, I'm telling you, with every guy's trip I've ever taken, if there was a game involved, someone will get tickets to that game. If there is golf involved, somebody gets a tee time. If it's a bachelor party, maybe someone finds a strip club at some point. But there is no discussion. There is no arguing. Men do not
There's
need.
not one guy leading the way, though.
No,
in
there's a
terms of
difference,
planning.
and that's the difference. I think most men would let one guy just whatever
Yeah.
decision you want to make, that's fine. Right? I've never gone on a guy's trip where I had to sit down with my buddies and be like, all right, here is the plan for when we are going. You
Yeah,
just,
I'm not going to ask Pat what shoes he's bringing.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
well,
Or,
actually,
yeah.
you might.
Well, yeah, maybe.
Do I have to wear my platform sneakers or can I wear something snazzier?
If you're gonna rent a house together, you're not planning are you gonna buy food, what meals are you gonna
It's
go
quick.
out
Hey,
and
man,
eat?
if you cover the thing, I'll cover the. It's a quick discussion. It's not like a sit down and have an hour long face to face mob showdown get together.
Yeah, all right. So let's say you rented a place in Florida for the weekend, right? You're not planning on whipping up big ass meals. You're hoping there's a grill there. You're gonna grill some meat, and then you're gonna drink beer. But nobody's like planning. Hey, you want to have
what beer you want?
Do you want pasta tonight? Do you know? I don't think guys would do that.
No, I'll tell you a story. When we're talking about
good story.
The difference between men and women, 252 WCMF 252-9263 for the Dolphins-Bills playoff game at home a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
My brother and I rented the Bills Mafia house.
Yeah.
The one that's right next door. And we were going to bring our families. Ryan and I were going to go to the game. Our families were going to stay behind, and we could just spend the night there after the game. And my wife, she's like, she's all excited. She takes this over.
Yeah.
So, I've rented the house. We're good. We've got the tickets.
Yeah.
We're good. Bring the beer. We're good. My wife plans out a 5-course breakfast and dinner for the day of the game. And I think, awesome. I'm in the same thing. I had to go through for an hour. Well, what do you want? Well, will this go good with this? This doesn't really mix with this. Well, this alcohol doesn't mix. I don't care. Just stick food in my face. I'm there for a football game. Nobody cares. And my brother.
Didn't she stop and buy sheets and stuff?
When we got to the house.
That was necessary.
When we got to the house, it was not. She thought it was too.
Grimy.
How do I? Okay,
Gross.
yeah, I guess grimy. She made me go buy sheets.
I get that.
And she made me go buy a CO2 detector, which did not go off. And
I was worried about your safety.
Okay. But yes, it's.
I thought the CO2 detector was for Ryan. That boy puts out a lot of CO2.
No, he's so big he need a CO8.5. No, but the point is, if Ryan and I were just going to this thing, it was a 15-minute and we're done. My wife turned it into a 4-day affair where even after we got there, I had to go and do extra stuff. It drives me nuts.
Yes.
252 WCMF. Tommy's wife taking a trip with her sisters. They had their pre-trip planning meeting. Even though their
it's all done.
Flights are booked, hotels ready to go.
They're going
to get down on this stuff. And Kimmy said,
by the way, it's all inclusive. That's the other thing.
Wait, what?
Yes, it's all done.
What do you mean by how fancy are we dressing?
Oh, that was a big thing.
Well, I guess if let's say you're gonna go take a trip to a city or something that's not an all-inclusive style thing. Well, what restaurants are we eating at? What level of clothing do I need to bring? Are we just gonna go casual the whole time? Are we gonna be walking a lot?
In a city, you're never gonna see people again. You got to know what to wear to fit in.
Yeah, but I want to look nice if we're gonna go to a nice restaurant.
Who cares?
I do.
Why?
Why don't you care?
You're never coming back here again.
I don't want to look like a slob.
But here's the thing,
I don't want to look like I'm from Rochester.
What does that mean?
Rochester table over here.
What does that mean?
Not fancy table.
What does that mean?
You know what it means.
Wow. You hear that, Rochester?
Lot of flannel, lot of nose.
Okay, the reason for the difference, why men and women plan these trips so differently. Are guys just more excited to go on a trip? We don't care where we're going, what we're doing?
I think I just grew up with a dad who maybe was not the norm because he had everything planned down to if you wanted to take a nap, he needed to know how long.
You 100% grew up with a dad that's not the norm.
I didn't realize travel could be relaxing
It's
until
I
went
Kimmy
on a
had
trip
2
without
moms.
my dad.
Kimmy's 2 moms?
That special book they.
Oh my God, he had everything. Everything had to have an activity. Everything had to be planned down to the minute.
All right, your dad being the big exception. When it comes to women wanting to have these meetings and planning every little detail, are women so used to being the planners for the trips for their family that they all have to have a say in the trip?
I think so.
Yeah?
I think that's a good call.
Okay. Because I said, my wife likes to do it, but when we're going on a family trip that doesn't involve something I want to do, I'm just hands off, right? I trust her.
Yeah, I'm just going to show up with the fungy face.
But to your point, when she goes somewhere where there's sisters, there are hours of phone calls where they are figuring out every little thing. But I feel like she just does that because she has to do it for us.
Yeah.
It feels like she's not preprepared if she doesn't.
But they were
do
even picking their nighttime entertainment. What shows do you want?
Well,
Because they have
sometimes you
little
gotta
shows
get
and stuff.
tickets. Yeah.
Okay.
No, you don't even need. That's
Or
another thing. It's all
it-
inclusive.
It's not a reservation thing.
It is, but walk in.
Yeah.
I don't think
But
these things are
sometimes you
sold
can't.
out because Teddy
Well,
Chuckle ass.
but I get it.
Wait, Teddy Chuckleass. I
He
opened her
sells
with a couple.
out.
He was good.
He puts asses in seats.
Some of those things you do have to
Yes.
plan ahead.
But do you like this? Do you not like that?
All right, I'm going to throw something out there. I get the impression that my wife planning the vacation is just as fun for her as actually
Oh yeah, it's the chase, it's the hunt.
going on.
Absolutely.
Okay, so maybe that's why they do
Yeah.
this, where I don't
They get excited.
I don't need to plan the vacation.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out when we get there. All right, there is a problem with this female logic, however. The idea that we have to plan out every little detail for a trip.
Yeah.
When you have several women that all have the same ideas of what a perfect vacation is, there's going to be some friction.
Oh, sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, not everyone is going to agree. Some folks are going to take that personally. Alliances will be made. You throw some alcohol in that fire.
Oh, boy.
And a few activities don't go as planned, and boom, you got yourself a recipe for disaster.
Oh, yeah, it can go sideways.
I mean, Kimmy, how many friends do you know that got in massive fights on girls' trip for that reason?
Well, the only time I've really seen people butt heads like that is when you have two planners. Usually it's like one person kind of leads the way, everybody goes along with it because you're afraid to say, I don't want to do that. But when you have two people that want to, be the directors of the trip,
You know what they
that's
say,
when
Pat? Snake can't have two heads.
that's when things get a little dicey.
Which dog are you going to feed, son?
That's right.
Inside you, there are two wolves. They both have strap-ons.
Oh, I think I watched that.
Don't look at what the wolves are doing.
Is that why they howl so much?
There's also the one friend you're afraid to say no to, but nobody in the group wants to do it. So one person will volunteer to stand up to that person.
Oh, all right.
Bro, it's like the UN.
Yeah.
Like, this is
We
unnecessary.
decided we don't want to do that today.
This is unnecessary. See, the good part of a guy's trip, like, yes, it's going to be bare bones most of the time. And, yes, you could end up having dinner every night at an Applebee's in Myrtle Beach. But no guy will ever complain about what you are doing on a guy's trip.
Because most of the guys' group activities are pretty base.
Yes.
It's going to be drinking, I'm guessing golf.
Yeah.
It's
Football,
things
hockey, whatever.
But it's things you're familiar with. Women will get together and go, let's rent bikes. Even though none of them have ridden a bike in 30 years. Because they think they saw it on Bravo and it looks like fun.
Bro, you're 100%
Well, they
right.
rent them right there at the hotel.
So, bro, I have had this argument with my wife.
Yeah.
Let's rent bikes. You want to ride bikes around downtown Boston, you psycho?
Yes.
We're going to die.
No kidding.
We're going to die.
Yeah.
No, I think you could boil it down to the most simple way. Men will make the best of any situation. Most women will look for issues in otherwise great situations. Is that fair? That women are looking for a reason to complain if
the
it's not
biggest one-
their idea,
Yes.
where a guy, if it's not his idea, will find the best of it.
And one of the biggest pet peeves of women, the room. What's in the room? Where is the room situated? Does the room have this? Does it have that? What's my view? Bada bing, bada bing. And we stayed on the road in some of the most disgusting places on the planet.
Yeah, I had two wolves doing awful stuff
Yeah.
next to each other in a room next to me.
And they were part of the act. I always tell my wife, like, when she says something about the room, I go, you know what I would have given to have a room like this when I was on a road? It didn't exist.
Bro, this is every time we go to a hotel. Every time. Every hockey trip we've ever gone
I mean, to me, like, a Red Roof Inn would have been the Ritz.
You're preaching the choir, man. No notes, 100% A+.
I'm on the, I wanted the Red Roof Inn concierge level.
When it comes to the trips that men and women are taking separately, right? Are men or women spending more on group trips? Because women will stay in nicer places and they will do more activities.
Yeah.
But guys are more likely to spend money on one big activity on that
Or
trip.
like a more spur of the moment, we're on vacation, let's do it kind of thing. Yeah.
I think so. Is the question who spends more?
Yeah.
Overall.
Oh, the dudes.
Okay, great. I'm glad.
I'll tell you why.
Can't wait for
I'm
this.
just saying. Y'all are lousy tippers, man. You don't throw it around, and you don't know.
Talk about women. Women are lousy tippers.
Women are lousy tippers,
I
and you
have had
don't
the
know.
opposite experience with that.
You don't know who to tip.
What?
And you
What is
don't
that?
know
Wait, what do
what's
you mean?
tip.
You don't know who to tip.
You don't know who to tip, and you don't know what is tippable. Because every time, why did you tip that person? Well, because that's not a fun job, man. I don't think they're doing cartwheels back to their house tonight. That job sucks. You tip.
I know a lot of cheap dudes. That
Okay,
don't
you're
tip.
just being a contrarian now.
Yeah,
You're just being a contrarian.
No. When we talk about tipping, we don't get phone calls from dudes saying, "Well, it's built into the price."
Because most of our listeners are dudes, Kimmy.
That's my
And they're cheap.
point.
No, but
That's
you
my
got to tip.
point.
You got to tip
No,
people.
I agree with you. I agree with
agree.
you. No, I think that when it comes to I don't think that's why men spend more
Well,
money.
I think it adds to the whole total
Okay, fine.
bill.
I would argue
And booze.
guys are more likely to spend big on one activity. For example, if you go to a Bills game out of town, you're going to want good seats because you're making the trip. Those tickets are going to cost you. You go to a concert in another city, again, you're going to want to be as close as possible. If you are traveling to play golf, you don't want to play just any course, right? You want to play the nicest course where you're going.
Right.
spa treatment here, shopping there, fancy brunch over there, it all adds up. But I don't think it equals the ticket, beer, really nice dinner because, we're on vacation. Yeah.
Yes.
Like the other thing, too, like a lot of women, the experience I've had, my wife will plan and plan and plan and plan and plan and plan, and we'll get there and it's vacation time. And then all of a sudden when we get there, that's when she wants to pinch pennies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But it's too late.
But no,
you're already there.
No, but in her head, it's like, well, we don't need to do this, and we don't need to. Why do we? We're on vacation now. Now we're on vacation.
Yes.
What's the point of doing this if we're not just going to relax a little bit?
Here's your cup of yogurt.
There you go. Do you like yogurt? Too bad. You're getting it. The other strange part of this.
Yeah.
Men don't need guys' trips all the time. Guys' trips will show up most of the time when an event shows up.
Okay.
Yeah, like a reason.
Yes. Women will try to make girls' trips an annual or biannual event.
Yeah, but you guys are kind of like that with your buddies anyways.
What do you mean?
Like, you don't, like, me and my girlfriend's like, we'll do, if we haven't seen each other in a little while, well, we're due for drinks or we're due for dinner. You guys don't have that mentality. It's kind of just like, I'll see you when I see you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think, like, that kind of bleeds into the vacation idea of, like, well, we haven't gotten together in a while. Let's get together.
You miss
Whereas,
each
like,
other.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't miss anybody.
I don't think you think
I've
that
never
way
watched
about your
it and go,
buddies.
man, I really miss Vinny. No.
Well, who misses Vinny?
Nobody. Vinny doesn't miss Vinny.
No, I don't even know where he lives at this
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you've never watched it and go, I
like,
really
you've never
miss
missed
Jimmy.
a friend.
Yeah, no, I've
No.
No.
That's kind of
No,
sad.
they're just there in my mind.
Yeah.
It's like a book on a shelf. It's there if I want to read it.
But you don't go to them for, like, your feelings or to talk about stuff.
Who are you talking to right
No,
now?
that's but that
spewing feelings all over some
that's
dude.
my point. I feel like it's kind of sad.
No. Like, it's all superficial.
When you asked that question out loud, what did you think the response was going to be?
Oh, I knew what the response was
Okay.
going to be. I'm just pointing it out.
Okay.
But that's why you don't plan these kind of
That's
trips
why we
with
die
buddies
younger.
unless you need to do it for a reason.
No, I would argue if women aren't planning for or on a vacation, you're like sharks swimming. You die. For example, I went to Cleveland for the Bills Cleveland game. So it was me, my wife, my brother, his wife, and my best childhood buddy and his fiance.
Yeah.
And me, Ryan, and my buddy Phil were having the time of our lives. The second the girls got together on this trip, they started planning the next trip. I'm not exaggerating.
Yeah.
We all went out to dinner on Saturday night when we got there. And the first thing they did, we have not even started this trip.
You don't even know if you can get along.
Yeah, but they started planning a second. Can we not?
Yeah, but if they didn't plan a second trip, you wouldn't see your buddy Phil for another decade.
But that's fine. He's got stuff going on.
Isn't that kind of sad?
But they're not.
Because you do enjoy this person, and when you're together, you're like,
But it's
wow,
not
I
even
miss
your
this
trip
person.
anymore. It's
Thank
not
you.
your wife's trip.
Okay,
Thank
I'm
you.
talking about, let's say, take her out of it. I'm saying, like, don't you want to be, like, when you're around your buddies, you enjoy it. So why not do it more?
No, but that's not my wife's goal here. My wife is not like, I need to
Okay,
connect my
I
friend.
understand,
No,
I
but see,
understand. I'm
you're
talking about
trying
the friend
You're
dynamic.
trying to muddy the waters,
I'm
Kimmy.
not. I'm
if
simply
I'm-
asking a question.
And here's the other thing. Like, so let's say I'm going to do a buddy's trip, but then it's a couple's trip. That's a completely different
That is a different trip. But we're
Like,
talking
the
about
dialogue has to be really scaled back, man. Really
right,
scaled
but
back.
we're talking about you guys don't go. You wouldn't go on a trip, I guess, with
No.
your buddy
No.
if somebody didn't plan it.
Well, if there's something we both like that we can get together on, let's go do it.
But you won't.
But sometimes we do. Guys' trips do happen.
Okay, but like you said, there has to be something like a
Golf.
reason for it.
Golf's a
there
big
has
one.
to be like a wedding coming up.
But that's
and if
life.
there's nothing coming up,
bachelor party or golf.
Yeah,
those,
and
those are your big
if
ones.
neither of those things are going to happen, then you're never going to see your buddy.
Yeah,
and it's just
that's
weird,
good.
like that you don't miss them or
I'll
want to
see
be
him on the
around
other
them.
side.
No,
but
but
there is that other side. Who knows, Pat?
But I love this argument too. Like, so why don't you guys go spend time with your friends more? Let's say I went to my wife 3 times a year
Yeah.
and said, I'm going to go have a guy's trip without you.
Again?
Thank you.
How did it go
Again?
from once a year to 3 times a year?
You're going to tell me you don't have ladies in your life that are taking 2 to 3 girls' trips a year?
No.
My
They all
Well,
have
you're young.
kids.
You will.
hairy
yeah.
ass.
As you age, you will.
How many
I do
trips?
not know anybody that goes on girls' trips 3 times a year.
How many trips your wife take a year?
Usually one every year for sure.
Okay.
Sometimes 2 because she does a sister's trip and she does a girlfriend trip.
Okay.
But that's not. But some years it's 2 trips.
Oh, and here's the thing. When I say trips, I don't necessarily mean getting on a plane, flying in Nashville
Yeah.
or,
Yeah.
Palm Springs, as Tommy loves to bring up. I'm talking just like a weekend in Skinny Atlas or,
Yeah.
the Inns in Aurora or
Or a
whatever.
shopping trip.
Exactly.
She's taking shopping trips with her cousin.
That counts as a trip.
That's a trip.
That's
Always
trip.
a trip.
That's trip.
Trip in my book.
It almost sounds like you guys force yourselves to hang out with each
No,
other.
I enjoy hanging out with my friends. Like it brings me happiness.
That's good.
I can tell you seem very happy right
It's-
now.
like Tommy says, that's why women live longer. We have each other.
Yeah.
We don't need you.
I'm so glad you're in my life.
Bro, my wife is planning this trip
Yeah.
with my buddy's fiance, who she's met twice
Right, they
before.
don't even have to get along.
Yeah,
Well, that's I wouldn't do that.
okay. So my wife's a psycho.
No,
We all agree my wife is a psycho. Hold on, I got to text my wife. Hey, honey, Kimmy says you're a psycho. All right. You want to save money for your next girl or boys trip?
Yeah.
We got you covered. Hell, this may just be to live at this
All
point.
right.
We officially know where you can go to get the cheapest possible groceries.
Great.
But here's the thing.
Yeah. Post shop.
Well, there's a barrier to entry. You won't see these as post shops, actually.
All right.
You do not, because you belong to one of these.
Oh.
There is a barrier to entry, and you can't buy groceries at this place like you would a standard grocery store.
Yeah.
But if you are looking to save money, this is where you have to go.
All right.
And we'll tell you where they are next here in the break room. Let's see you, There's a couple weird things about what we're going to tell you.
What's happening?
One, these places aren't looked at as discount places, as in like you're losing anything.
Yeah.
Right? This is kind of a premium experience for folks that are enjoying it now. And two, the baseline they use is also strange because I think a lot of people shop at what they use to like start with as a discount grocery store.
Okay.
You're hanging out in the break room, Rochester's Classic Rock 96.5, WCMF. Groceries are expensive. Based on things going on in the world right now, it looks like they're going to get more expensive.
Oh.
And it's not like anyone's getting piles of money handed to them to help the situation.
So what's going on?
Well, you got to find the most economic, efficient place to buy your food.
All right.
A new study has discovered where the cheapest groceries are.
Like in town or just in general?
Nationwide.
Oh, okay.
And it's stores.
Okay.
All right? So to start this study, they used Walmart as a baseline for grocery prices.
They're the biggest one in town.
Okay,
man.
but I found that strange off the bat.
All right.
I assume that people that shopped at Walmart for the value.
Well, yeah.
Like that was, it's not Aldi, but it is a discount grocery store.
It is, yeah. It is. It's big bulk.
So you're starting discounted.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right.
That's weird. But it turns out that Walmart is not the cheapest place to buy your groceries.
Damn, who is?
This study found that big box membership stores, BJ's and Costco, are the cheapest place to get your groceries.
But you got to buy so much of it. That's
Right.
the problem. I don't need a case of mayonnaise.
Yeah, you have to buy a lot of it, and it is one of those situations where they may not have like that specific thing you're looking for, whether it's brand wise or just obscure snack, whatever it is. Like you may not be able to find it there.
And I don't want a beanbag chair size of pistachio nuts, man.
Well,
for
why? They're not-
$4,500.
They're not going to go bad.
No, true.
Now, you brought up something interesting.
Yeah.
They do this by serving per price.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you will be paying more at your bill, it looks like, when you go throughout the line at
Right.
BJ's or Costco because you have to buy so much of it. But when it comes to how much you are spending per meal per serving, it is almost always cheaper to be buying your
But
groceries.
will I go through it in time with the date? You know what I mean? Like, that's another thing. Because
Will it go
for my
bad?
wife and I,
Yeah.
I go, there's no way we're ever going to use all this.
All right. But, here's
She
the thing.
bought that half a keg of Hellman's because she was making potato salad. It's still there. It's 3 years old, man.
There are ways to make this work. You're right. If you're buying your eggs in bulk.
Right, but you could do it with a bigger family.
But I have smaller than the average American family. Well, about average.
Well, you're 4.
Yeah. But, when I was a kid.
Yeah, your mother could have used it, but she didn't have any money.
No, we had a Sam's Club membership.
Oh, she did?
But we had it just so my dad.
Yeah.
We had a Sam's Club membership just so my dad could go buy food for tailgate parties.
That makes sense.
I'm not making that up.
I'm sure.
That is a real thing.
All right, so big bulk store is the way to go.
Yes. Now, the problem with that is
Yeah.
there is a barrier to entry. You have to pay for a membership annually. What does a Costco membership cost annually now? Can we check that out?
There might be a fee up front too, like to join initially, and then let's see.
All right, because I know there's 2 levels of Costco membership. There's the regular Costco membership, and then there's the black card.
Ooh.
And I don't know what the black card
Is there like a
Okay.
separate
Well,
entrance?
I can
and
tell
stuff?
you.
right.
So the Gold Star membership, which seems to be the base one, that's $65 a year.
That's not bad. That's what, $5 a month?
Yeah, that's
Really?
that's yes.
I mean, if you're a regular shopper,
personal membership for shopping in warehouse and online.
Okay.
There's the business membership that's designed for business
Businessman.
owners.
Checks out.
Man.
That's also
not
$65 a year. So I don't know what the difference is.
Okay.
There's the executive membership.
Ooh, that's me. I like that.
Gotta wear a suit.
That's $130 a year.
But what do I
You
get?
get so you get extra benefits on services and access to special holiday shopping hours. So you get to avoid
Like
the
Elvis.
crowd.
Ooh. But here's the thing. Everyone's going to go pay for that, so you're not going to avoid the crowd. You're just
Right.
going to have everybody
Yeah.
standing there.
Yeah.
All right.
Looks like that's it.
So
There's also add-ons you can do.
Even $130 a month is like 11, or $130 a year is like $11 a month.
Right.
That's not terrible. The other problem with Costco and BJ's, you don't get your groceries bagged up all nice.
Oh no, you gotta. There's some grunt work involved. You're loading it in.
Loaded in boxes,
Yeah,
whatever you can find.
You also end up with 10 boxes from weird ass Asian companies.
Yes, that don't fit anything else.
No.
But I would argue the biggest problem with a place like Costco and BJ's, and don't get me wrong, these places they work.
Oh yeah.
It can be like a demolition derby on a Saturday morning.
Yeah.
It's insane.
I would never go there on a weekend if
So
you can avoid it.
We had a Costco membership years ago, and I went once on a Saturday, and I went 15 minutes before the
Never
doors
go
open.
again.
There was already a line.
Yeah.
There was a line 40 people deep 15 minutes before the doors open.
So you know those those chickens, those roasted chickens you can get.
Yeah,
They're
the
already
rotisserie
done in a
chickens, yeah,
bag.
yeah.
So at BJ's, that's like a big thing because they're only like $4.
Wow.
So when we were there was a big line at the deli, and it was people waiting. They had the guy to get them out and bag them up and hand them to people. And this one dude, he takes 2. And he goes over to the deli. He goes behind the counter where these women are working.
Wait, he's a customer.
Yeah.
Oh.
And weighs them both to see which is bigger. He takes the one he wants and just leaves the other one there and go. Like, it's insane how these people shop.
252 WCMF 252-9263. A recent study showed that the most economical place to buy your groceries, the places where you will save the most money, are membership big box stores, your Costco's, your BJ's. Although they did say if you do not want to go to a club store, Aldi is statistically the least expensive place nationally.
If you don't need 7 cases of pickles.
Yeah, exactly. 252 WCMF. Let's talk to Mark. Hey, Mark, how are you, buddy?
Hey, good morning, fellas. Executive member here, no big deal. So the reason why you get in an hour earlier.
Okay, but how many executive members are there? Like, how many people?
What time do I have to get up to do this?
It doesn't open.
Well, so if you're there at like 8, I think they open it at 9 o'clock. If you're there at 8, you get an hour earlier. And I tell you what, if you go on a Saturday, which I have done a couple of times, it is beneficial to get in there an hour earlier.
I'll tell you what.
The lines are ridiculous at 10 o'clock versus 8 o'clock or whatever.
I'd never seen anything like it, man.
Yeah.
It was like the Stones were performing. It was like the Who in Cincinnati. Like, that's how bad of a seat it was.
It was
starting to get like anxiety just pushing your cart around.
I have had a half a cart and said, you know what, I'm just going to put everything back in there. I'm done.
Really?
Well, here's the other thing that sucks about Costco. Like, at Wegmans, you get a cart-sized decision. Like, if, it's easier to navigate the small carts. At Costco, every cart is the size of an Escalade.
Yeah.
It's huge, and you cannot move them around.
No, and they know it.
And the real main reason we're going is just to get a $5 chicken half the time anyway. So it's like, darn it, I put my $5 chicken back.
Mark, thanks for the call, buddy. Have a good rest of the day. He's chicken list, Tommy. I would argue the biggest drawback to stores like BJ's and Costco.
What's that?
They're never in convenient locations.
It's a hike
gotta
usually.
go out of the way.
They're not around the corner usually. Yeah.
Like, you have to go all the way down Jefferson Road to get to BJ's.
Yes.
Right? Like, the Costco that we went to is in City Gate, so that was like a 20-minute drive.
And that's the only one around.
Yeah.
Because I think people from like, isn't there like not one in Buffalo or are people traveling in to come to Costco? I heard that somewhere. Like, there isn't a Costco for like miles.
I have no idea. Okay. I do have fond memories of Sam's Club. And it sucks because there was a Sam's Club like around the corner from my house.
Yeah.
And they closed it.
Well, yeah, but again, your family was gigantic. You all ate like it was, you were going to the chair.
None of this is necessary. And again, we only got to eat this when my dad brought it home extra from the Bills game. I'm telling you, man, my dad would go.
Scraps from the Bills game.
I'll tell you, this was his order every single time. He would go and buy like a pallet of steaks for his buddies.
Yeah, sleep, yeah.
He would buy the giant pallet of huge muffins for breakfast.
Yeah.
Right? He would get like a huge thing of potatoes and the bags of shrimp with the Chevettas.
Wait, he
sauce.
did shrimp?
Bro, if you went with my dad, he would.
That's top shelf, man.
Yeah, no kidding. I ate better in the Bills parking lot as a child than I did in my own house. You're laughing. I'm not exaggerating.
Amazing.
The menu was giant muffins for breakfast, steak, shrimp, and potatoes for lunch.
God damn.
Yeah, and then
The game.
And then you go to the game. And then if there was
Did you do a post-game meal?
well, he would bring hot dogs.
Oh.
So we would have like white hots after.
Nice.
Did he also charge the people at his tailgate for that?
He would charge everybody. It was so uncomfortable because it's my dad's buddies, right?
Yeah.
So like as he's about to serve the steak and stuff, he'd be like, "All right, that'll be $60." So like price of the ticket plus the food plus the drive down.
Oh.
And I remember, man, this is why I can never charge anybody
Yeah.
for like if sporting events I go to.
Charge his buddies.
Like I would just being 10 years old, like and he's like, counting it out. Right. Here's your ticket. All right.
By the way, there is no Costco at Buffalo.
Why?
The next closest one is Syracuse.
You would think they'd
Wow,
be.
yeah.
So I heard like ours is busier than normal because there are people coming in from that way. To use
Doesn't that
Costco.
kind of ruin the cost benefit if you drive it all the way from Buffalo?
That's a great question. Unless you're buying.
really loading up.
Yeah.
But like, here's the other thing. You'd think they'd be pulling Canadians into an American Costco
Oh, yeah,
in
they
Buffalo.
would.
Right?
They would crush.
Yeah. We come back, wrap it up, tell you what we're doing tomorrow next here in the break room. Let's see you, man. It's going to be Rapparoo.
Adios. Thursday, Rapparoo.
For a Thursday break room CMF that makes tomorrow a Friday. You know what that means?
Oh, we'll get a little creepy time.
All the disgusting things Tommy said all week long. It is the Creep Cap on CMF. Also, just after 7 o'clock tomorrow, there is a study that was released earlier this week about residents of New York State. And a shocking number of people said they were considering leaving New York State because of the taxes. And when you hear the number, you're going to go, God damn.
Okay.
And here's the thing. Don't get me wrong, man. Taxes in New York, not fun.
Probably breaking you.
Yeah. And the argument is we have to change something or these people are going to leave. And to that I ask, based on arguably the biggest problem in Rochester right now, housing affordability. If these people all decided I'm out of here, is that bad?
All right. Okay.
I'm serious. When I ask, I don't want to see people leave, right? But, like, if it costs twice the amount to buy a house now and there aren't enough apartments for people and this many people are like, I'm going to leave, like,
all right.
Okay. We'll get to that and a whole bunch more tomorrow here in the break room on CMF. For Kimmy, who, if you want to take a trip with her, there are 2 meetings, a background check, and a deposit involved.
Yeah, but I don't want to plan anything. You got to do it.
Okay. Yeah. For Tommy Muley, who will fit in most overhead compartments, my name is Pat Duffy. We'll see you tomorrow morning in the break room, 6 a.m. on 96.5 WCMF.